we will stand with hearts alight. Though the battle rages on, in His strength we're never gone. We trust in His mighty plan, victory lies in His hands. Through every storm we rise again, with His power we shall win. Though the night seems long and cold, in His love we're strong and bold. When the waves crash all around and no solid ground is found, He's our anchor firm and sure. In His grace we stand secure. For His glory we endure, His great victory is pure. When the path is hard to see, He's our light, our victory. Through each trial we are made new, in His promise we pursue. Every tear He wipes away, He's our strength through night and day. Through every storm we rise again, with His power we shall win. Though the night seems long and cold, in His love we're strong and bold. When the wail trumpet sounds, and His glory will astound, every knee shall bow and say, Jesus is the only way. Through the battle, through the strife, He has led us into life. No weapon formed shall stand, for we're guarded by His hand. Though the trials press us down, in His name we wear the crown. By His cross we're set free, from the conflict comes victory. Through every storm we rise again, with His power we shall win. Though the night seems long and cold, in His love we're strong and bold. Now we sing the battle's done, praise to Christ the risen one. In His arms we find our peace, from the storm our souls release.
Hello, everybody. Oh, it's good to see y'all. Carolina, Mary, Cheryl. How y'all doing? I don't know what you call this. Hey, Terry, good to see you. God works in mysterious ways. Maybe that's what to call it. You know, when you're trying to figure out what to do, where you should be, where to go, what's going on, and you pray. And that's, I was telling some ladies earlier, I listed my house on Marketplace, and I was getting like 10 inquiries a day. Just in the first couple that came and looked at it, they got approved for it, and it's going to go through. We close the end of December. So I believe this is meant to be. That's how I see him work. It's like, just, if it's meant to be, the door's open wide. If it's not meant to be, they close. Tiny Dancer, good to see you. It's been a while. And just other things are happening too. I'm moving to my mom's, Tiny Dancer. She left me her place, and so I'm moving out there. So this is our first holidays without my daughter, and it's been really hard on the family. And so Thanksgiving, my married daughter is the one that plans all the big events because she's at the big house and there's more room. I'm still in Texas now. It's just 20 miles away from where I'm at now. So anyway, she's not wanting to be around a lot of people. And so I've been thinking about that. And I've been thinking about last Christmas. And if y'all were watching last Christmas, you saw that my daughter and I were going all over looking for the spirit of Christmas and finding little Hallmark towns and driving y'all through the lights. And so I was thinking that's what she would want. So as the mom, the mother of all these adorable children, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it at my house, and I'm gonna tell them, here it is. You wanna come? If not, okay. Greatest bumblebee, dude. Good to see you. Mary, good to see you. Yeah, Mary, for her birthday, we went to the coast and set off the lanterns. And no, we didn't. We were supposed to set off the lanterns. We set off the lanterns on the day of her birthday. And then at the coast, we just had family together. It didn't go the way my daughter had planned, but it was still awesome having so much of the family together. I understand that, Tiny Dancer, and I understand, I completely understand that. I have children that work 6 days a week, and if they're married, I know the in-laws, they have to be there. I remember those days. trying to fit everybody in during the holidays. Um, so I know that it's hard, and especially the further apart we are. So I'm just, it's the spirit. It really is the spirit. It's the and you don't have to go looking for it. Just it's right there, right there within reach. Jen, it's good to see you. Um, there's a lot of praying going on right now. Prayer Circle is on it. Um, we have some people in the community that are really in need of prayer, in need of what direction they need to go and how to do it. And just pray that God hears our prayers. There you go, Tiny Dancer. Karaoke's always fun. And that's it, y'all. Just live life. All these things that people say are gonna happen or they think are gonna happen or whatever. The choices we make now determine where our lives are headed. And make good choices. That's that's all we can do is be better than we were yesterday. Be happy with what we see in the mirror. Figure out what it is you're not happy with in the mirror and work on fixing it. It's hey, Yorga. I have learned so much the past year about me and have had to make some adjustments for me, not for anyone else, for me. Yeah. I'll drop the link if anyone wants to come up and talk, but I was going to tell y'all this unusual thing that happened today. Um, I went to one of the shops in town. One of my friends owns it, and oh my goodness, it's decorated so beautiful in there. Hey, Cola. Yes, absolutely. The elderly, help them any way you can. Anyway, I'm in my friend's shop and we're talking about everything that's going on in our lives, talking about moving, hating to leave my community. And there was this book that just kept jumping out at me, and it's called Renewed Christmas Blessings, Short Stories, Poems and heartfelt essays. So I bought it. And so I was thinking I might read parts of this with y'all to keep us all connected through this holiday season. Because I know a lot of people have suffered. I know a lot of people have experienced things that we weren't prepared for. But we have to remember what the season is. And it's never too early to start. I think Carolina said she's going to leave her nativity scene up year round. Hallelujah. We should be celebrating him year round. Jesus is king. That's right. You can't depend on anyone else for your happiness. You're going to be disappointed every time. Surely we have all learned that by now. Let's see. There's the link. I'm sure Jorg has some great stories. What did he say? Should do a show near Christmas telling all our children Christmas memories. Yes. And that's what I'm gonna do is get back to the traditions that I grew up with. Get back to the even if it's somehow, some way, my Christmas tree is coming up. And I'm gonna hang some lights when as they get out there. Hopefully my staple gun will pop up. If it doesn't, my son-in-law is gonna be put to work. Their house may be dark and dreary, but mine's not gonna be. I'm sitting here looking at I have a Christmas tree made out of seashells, of course, and that goes on the Christmas island, and it will be out. And look here. Hey, Carl.
What's going on, Miss Bunny?
So, speaking of Thanksgiving, do you remember last Thanksgiving?
I might.
So do a lot of other people, and they're really hoping to see that again.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
You never know. Sometimes things just work out.
Well, yeah, hell, I should just reword that to say that I never know. I,
So, how are you doing?
I'm so peachy I could bake a pie.
That is awesome. Love to hear you say that.
I'm sitting back by the wood stove, warm as can be, full belly, doobie in my hand, talking to friends on the internet.
What
I'm
more
doing
could
pretty
you
good.
ask for, right?
Oh, no, I could ask for more, but I'm not greedy. I'm good with this.
Mm-hmm.
And Cole, I'm sorry I fell asleep. Was in la la land for like 12 flipping hours. I slept, man. It was good.
Goodness.
Well, they got these things that they're gummies. All right, there's at these stores around here. I told you there's like 7 flipping weed stores around here. Well, they sell these things called gummies, and they ain't for kids. And
Yes.
you know, one, two, three of them barely touch me, so I just eat the whole damn package. That's like 10 people's worth of shit in there, and
Oh
that
my
does the trick.
goodness. Well, I'm glad you got good and rested.
I found a way to sleep. I did.
Yeah. Well, you keep sleeping like that, then maybe you will be able to stay up all night again.
You know, I'm pretty relaxed. I mean, I took a couple of them just to take the edge off here a little while ago, and you know, everything's good. That's all I can say. Everything's good.
Yeah. And Cola's pretty good about staying up all night. Hey, Watt, good to see you.
I'm sure when work slows down, I'll do a little more internet than this. You know, when it gets colder is when I got time to do things. You know, like that and the tedious little projects. Tiny Dancer, it's good to see you. The
It's been
greatest
a while,
bumblebee.
hasn't
The
it?
greatest bumblebee dude. That's a new name for me, but it evokes Transformer. Bumblebee the Transformer. That's what it makes me think of.
Yeah. And oh my goodness. Okay, Cola was backstage till 7 a.m. Yeah, greatest Bumblebee dude, I think is new to me. Not sure.
Well, there's Vision. Must have followed me over here. I was just over at his.
Vision. I didn't know he was live, or I would have been there. Good to see you. Yeah.
I think he understands my sarcastic humor better than most.
I like the way he reads a lot of the comments and makes you feel good about your comment. Like, okay, that didn't sound so
Well,
good to him.
I've noticed that some people, like Rescue, have learned to read my comment before they just read it out loud as they read it. Because
Yes, there's some people I have to do that to. Huckleberry one, just a few of them. But there's Sleep. Anyone wants to come up and chat? Why don't you go first?
So that was the same heater that you said you got from your mom?
I think so. It looks like it. Where did I put mine? I have stuff piled in piles. Like I have trails going through my house now because packing and then I'm like, well, where do I stack the boxes? Oh, right in the middle of the floor. Why not? And have trails around so I can get to other areas. It's a mess.
What's
And
going on, Echo? Yeah, that's me, Craig. What are you doing? I just as soon as I got up here, I saw something flash across the street. You sent me something, but I can't see it till I get out of here.
y'all play nice, if not win. Good.
Mary Freeland, what's going on?
Hey, Vicky.
Vicky Sorrell. Yeah, I was just saying that I'm pretty impressed with this new version of this heater because that old one I bought it. I think I bought it around '99 or the year 2000, and
Yeah.
I use that thing all the time. Every winter I've used that thing, and it lasted that long. So I wanted to get the same exact model, but it's
Mhm.
not the exact model. It's the same BTU, same company, same name, same model, but it's got a lot of new features. It's a lot different than the other one.
Yeah.
I think I'm impressed. It's kicking some heat. So I think it's warmer than the other ones, even though it still says 9,000 BTU.
Oh, wow. Cool.
What's going on, Carolina?
It's a good little thing to have for sure. Even if you have a big house, you can hang blankets and make a smaller area to use
Oh,
it.
blanket forts matter. Yep, you're right. Blanket forts matter.
Yes. And of course mine is red because my mother bought it. So
Yeah. Well, back in the day when I first bought it, it was kind of a new rig, I believe, because it was like $189 back then. Now they're like $89. They're about half the price than they used to be. But even back then, I had to pay extra to get the green one. All right, I remember paying extra to get the green because they were mostly red ones.
yeah.
Well, now if you go to Tractor Supply, you can get a green one. Home Depot, Walmart, none of them had no green ones. So I went and paid the extra $10 to get the green one, Bonnie. It only makes sense.
Yeah.
Can't have nothing. It, anything that colorful in my realm would stand out like a sore thumb. It'd be the pink elephant in the room. All right, I can't have nothing bright colored.
Well, mine's red and black. And I have color everywhere. Yeah, and I forgot what I was gonna say.
You make all the fun about that you want, Yorga. Well, let me tell you something. About 5 years ago, I sold the last of my GI Joe collection for $36,000. Right, and I was making GI Joe wall tents, which I still have the patterns for, and every now and then I'll still sell one if I make some more. But in the GI Joe community, they were this like hotcakes to them, man. They couldn't get enough of this stuff. Am a moderator and an expert on the world's largest GI Joe, original GI Joe, 1960s to 1976 is really what those are. The big ones are a foot tall, ain't the little ones from the 80s. But I used to make a lot of money off of GI Joe, knowing what I know about it and collecting what I collected and what my mom saved in trunks for decades. She saved my toys from a childhood. Had all the original '60s. No, not the Kung Fu Grip. That was the '70s. I was kind of getting out of them when that happened. But in the '60s, they were all military themed. That's all the ones I was into. By 1969 is my first exposure to political correctness. Because of the Vietnam War, they took all the G.I. Joe line and a lot of other military lines and made it the adventure team, where it was more politically correct and child friendly and didn't cover such a, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they changed it because of that.
Wow. Tiny Dancer wasn't born yet.
Some GI Joe stuff, man, is worth more than you. I saw a GI Joe nurse sell for $19,000 at auction once in a package. And the thing about that, it only came out in 1967, and no boy wanted that nurse. All right, so they were one of the worst sellers ever. And I hear they actually shipped them back to Japan and ground them up and used the plastic for other things, but it made the nurse a really rare item. And now, like I said, you could buy a new car with the cost of one of those things. There's a lot
Goodness.
of stuff like that. There's a lot of it. There's, brass, rivet, early production, Hasbro stamp, baby foot, GI Joes that just a loose figure with no clothes could be worth $5,000.
You what, like? Good to see you.
Evening, y'all. Evening, everybody.
What's going on, what? I did, eBay 25 years straight. I sold exclusively, mostly toys, vintage toys and stuff, and army surplus and other stuff. But I made custom toys and all kinds of things, and it was a good gig, man. I was a power seller, 100% rating, man, well known all over the world. I've shipped stuff, but
You should
they
be
got
rich.
really controlling and greedy there. The percentage that they make off of something you sell is a bit ridiculous.
Yes. So I was looking, I have 2 sleeping bags. Guess what they say on them? And I don't know why. didn't notice.
Well, you got to tell me, does it say mountain bag, M1949? Does it say intermediate, extreme cold weather? What does it say? I'm curious.
You need to think south,
Well,
cooling sleeping bags.
what good is that?
Yeah. Well, that's when you get a quilt and put over the top of it and you're good. We don't get as cold as y'all think. Goodness. Praise God. But sometimes we get pretty cold.
All right, you're in Texas. You've been there the whole time. All right. Do you
Yes.
feel like the weather has been getting colder and stranger as your life goes on?
I wouldn't say colder, but stranger, yes. And we did have 35 degrees in, was it still October? I think. And that is unusual. But I'm not saying it's never happened before. I'm just saying it's
Yeah.
unusual.
Well, I just don't remember hearing about so much bad weather, winter wise, as I have in the recent years, like in the southern and western areas. I do
Yes.
remember some fluke things happening. I remember back in like 1970, Texas got hit with a snowstorm when I was down there. I remember
Yeah.
also in the mid 80s, North Carolina got hit with a snowstorm when I was down there. But
Yes.
what I'm noticing here is like in the 90s, it started to where Michigan always had snow on the ground by November, and it would stay on the ground until April. And Christmas, there was always snow on the ground as a kid growing up in my teens and all that. But since the 90s, there's been a very clear decline in that, all right, where we don't have snow on the ground right now. And we might not have it Christmas, which is weird for Michigan. The northern parts might have it, but down here in the lower part, it seems like winter has moved away over the last couple decades, maybe 3 decades.
I thought y'all were supposed to have a really cold, snowy winter this year. Hey,
I don't
Melvita.
know. Oh,
Snow?
I did hear that the Farmer's Almanac hung up their hat when they're done, which is weird.
Yes. Which is what?
Weird. I mean, that's
Oh,
a weird thing.
yes, it is weird. I thought you said good, and I was going to say, no, it's not good.
It's not the main yellowback Farmer's Almanac that I think most people are familiar with seeing, but this one is a long running. I think it ran for like a little over 200 years, but it's the one based out of Maine.
Hmm.
Oh, so there's more than one because I've only ever heard of one. Really?
It's the
Wow.
wording on how it's named. It's similar to the more popular yellowback one that I think most people's familiar with, but the one that's discontinuing the hard copy, that's the one based out of Maine. But it's still itself's been running for over 200 years. I think 208 years, maybe something like that.
Yep.
I can see where it would have been different for different parts of the country.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
thought
I
it
thought
had,
it had like, yeah, it had like a map or a diagram that showed you the different regions.
maybe,
What to expect.
I thought it
I don't
had
know.
everybody in it, but it might have just been because Craig just said I only use Southern almanacs.
Back in the 70s, I remember that. And what was it? Mother Earth News. Anybody here remember one called Mother Earth News?
No.
It had all kinds of I mean, this was the 70s, and they were talking about raised gardens and solar and, composting toilets and all these things that people are into now, raising chickens, chicken tractors, stuff like that. That was all in them books back in the 70s. You ever heard of a book called Back to Basics?
Yes.
There's 2 volumes. The second volume, I don't know, didn't impress me, but for beginners, that's like the greatest book you could give somebody.
Well, we mostly used it for the gardening, knowing when to plant and kind of what the weather was going to do. And then that's when Watts said that they were getting rid of the almanac, I thought, is it because they don't know what the weather's going to do anymore? I don't know.
Yeah, what I was thinking. That's why I said that was weird. I remember the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers.
Yeah.
Rat Fink.
I don't know, but we're going to be down in the 70s this next week, so that's going to be nice because it's still been pretty warm here.
It's been down in the teens here already. Today it was like 40.
Could y'all please keep that up north this year?
You know, I would like to. All right. I would like to have the snow because if it's going to be cold, we might as well have the snow. It makes everything look better. All right. When Michigan doesn't have snow, everything looks dead and dirty. All right. When the snow hides all that shit until spring comes, it works out great. That's what it's supposed to be. Yes, you definitely snow weed, Snooks.
It's like false
Like I said.
advertisement, though. You know, you're tricking people to get up there. Then when the snow melts, then what do you do with them?
Well, now where I used to live, it was in the lower peninsula, but way up the very top, in probably the most rural type area you could get. I lived up there for like 25 years, and it was the
Yep.
highest altitude in lower Michigan, near Lake Michigan, you know, to
Oh.
where we would have 3 to 5 foot of snow all winter long. Doesn't matter what everybody else had. That was, you know, I looked down on the snow on the ski resorts and shit from where we were, and we would always you would drive up into it. Yeah, that's why these trucks. I love these trucks. All right, because I'd be the only ones on the road, and people actually learned that I'd be driving because I drive into town every day, and people learned to wait till I went down the road, and they could follow in my track. You know,
Can't blame them.
Yep.
and I used to pull people out all the time, keep chains and straps, and be that good
Boys.
Samaritan.
We got ourselves a convoy.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've also seen people drive right off the road for like hundreds of feet out into a field and not even know they weren't on the road anymore.
Yeah, I bet. Oh
As you
man,
can tell. How far are you from Dearborn, Carl?
Not far at all, Bonnie. I've been telling you folks a long time that if you go down in there, all the lines are squiggly words. All right, I can't read none of it. It's been like that for a long time. All right, they've pretty much taken over down there, and people are not happy with it. It's like
No,
everybody
they're not.
around there is happy with it, but they still just keep doing their thing.
Have you seen the protests?
I've
That's
seen them. I mean, video footage of it and stuff, but
Yeah.
until the authorities do something about it, you know, it's just going to cause a mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That wouldn't be nothing new. I can remember when I was real little being told to not go near the windows and stay away from the doors. Don't go out when after it's dark, because the Detroit riots were going on. They shot at our house, man. They were blowing up mailboxes and shit. That stuff reached right up into the countryside. You know, it didn't just happen in the city.
man, what year was that? Do you remember?
1967.
Damn.
Dang. So, do you have black bear up there, Carl?
Yeah, the little pussies. They run from me every time I've ever seen one, Bonnie. They are scared of people. The only thing I tell you is
Yeah.
during bearing season, don't get between a mama and a baby, because then they ain't scared of you no more. But those things, they run from you, man. I've tried to approach them so many times, they just run.
They don't seem very scared anymore. I have an article that I saved a while ago.
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone being attacked by a bear in Michigan that didn't have something to do with a cub. You know, that's they really are. They're scaredy cats.
Maybe I didn't save it. Anyway, this 11-year-old boy was waiting for his dad to come out of the dollar store, and he got out to go check on his dad, and a bear chased him into the dollar store. So they were running up and down aisles, and they got to the counter, and once they saw that the bear was a good distance away, the cashier and the dad and the son all ran out the front door, and they could see through the cameras that the bear just kind of wandered around, jumped right up on the counter where they had just been standing, and then after several minutes, like 15 minutes or so, the bear finally left the store. And I was like, oh my goodness.
What state was this?
That was in Pennsylvania. Hey,
Yeah,
Jerry.
that sounds like something that would happen in Pennsylvania.
Hey, Dee.
D, Jerry?
Man,
Yes, Philadelphia. See, Dee saw the video. Crazy stuff.
what this? You said this was a black bear.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna ask Tiny to answer something real quick. Is that code for sugar daddy?
I don't know what happened. What's going on down there? Let me check this out. Never mind. I'm not going that deep into it. Huh? That's interesting.
Yeah.
No, really. I mean, I'm sure that there are bears out there that are just disgruntled, pissed off that somebody built on their land or whatever the hell it is, or they get, starved out of their area and they get desperate for food. But also, people, if they feed them bear, even if they unintentionally feed them, in other words, the bear getting in their dog food or their deer feed or whatever the hell they're doing,
Yes.
they might bring that on themselves,
And that's what the whatever agency it was said, that to beware of the black bear, just be watchful of your surroundings, because they're looking
Well,
for
you gotta take care of your garbage, man. Up north, they were a pest. They would, you get, those little plastic dumpster type carts for the garbage. They're like little miniature dumpsters you can roll out there. They would, if you didn't lock those, they'd rip them open. Your shit would be all over the place. People would build these like little cabinets in the outside of their buildings with padlocks, because them bears would push something out of a hasp. If you didn't lock it, they're going to get into it.
Get in there.
Yep, and they'll rip your shit up. Even, people who don't use their cabins up there, they leave food in their cabins and stuff and come up and find their doors ripped off the hinges and shit. That does happen, but they're just after the food.
That's the way coons are here.
Yeah, it's like a 400-pound coon. You ain't gonna stop it from getting in there.
Yeah, I don't want a 400-pound coon.
Hey, Teresa.
Heard stories about them in Alabama.
Hey, Teresa, good to see you. The black bear in Alabama.
That's just what some people say. I'm not saying that.
I
I
remember.
say they've got the right, man. This is the thing, is like up north, that's what I saw, is people would build a new house and it would cause a disturbance in the wildlife. Like, actually, I've seen it down here back in the early 90s. They started building in a nature sanctuary area, and all these blue herons started showing up in people's yards and freaking them out. All right. That's because the blue herons got chased out of their habitat. Well, the same shit happens up north. If somebody goes and builds a cabin up there, don't be surprised if you've got a bear den out there in the back, or a coyote den or something. You're on their territory. It's kind of silly not to expect it. Then it comes in weird forms. All right. When I was living up there, built a new deck. And then I had to chase porcupine away. all right? Because the porcupine will eat womanized wood. I don't know what their fucking problem is, but they love womanized deck wood. They will chew it up like a beaver chews it up. All right, I've caught them hanging upside down on the deck, chewing on, and you can hear it in the middle of the night.
Who's
Go
doing
out there,
this?
chase a fucking porcupine away. All right, and
Oh,
that ain't
okay.
easy because they
I'm
don't
thinking a
listen.
bear.
Anyways, then then what about the pileated woodpeckers? You've heard of the downy and the hairy. Those are the little buggers. The pileated woodpeckers, like a 1.5 feet tall, Bonnie. They're a
Oh, yeah.
big, giant
Massive.
black bird. It looks prehistoric as fuck. And they
Mhm.
get on this habit to where they do the same thing every day. They go to the same bush, get the same 2 berries, and go on their way. If they detect anything underneath the siding of your house, it's going to look like a machine gun went across your house. All right. They'll poke holes in a perfect straight line across your siding in your house to get what they think is bugs behind the siding. All right.
Oh my goodness.
If you encroach upon these places, man, that are full of these critters, you're going to have some pest action, you know?
Well, we got all kinds of critters. Well, okay, so out at Mama's, I will have game cameras because we do have wild boar, we have black panthers, we have mountain lions, bobcats, coyotes,
Mm,
we have it all. And
got it all.
I want
Like
to make sure that they're not hold them because I'm going to have chickens. I'm going to have food growing. It's going to be a lot. And so I'm probably going to have to put up some high fencing, most likely. But
Mary Freeland, I got a question for you. Don't nobody answer for her. Let her answer. How can you tell fox den from a coyote den?
There you go.
Well, we don't have to all be super quiet until she answers. She might not even heard me. She might not even be there anymore, you know? Yorga.
and
He's
Craig.
kind of close. In a way, he's kind of close. No, yeah, no, Craig, no. I'll just tell you. All right. If you find a fox den, it'll be perfectly clean. I mean, there'll be nothing by
Yes.
the hole, and it won't smell or nothing. You find a coyote den, you're gonna find bones and scat, and it's gonna smell like shit and piss. All right. That's the only real way to tell the difference between those two dens.
Aw. Yeah, it's hard to do, Tiny Dancer. That's what I just couldn't afford this anymore, and thankfully that was left to me, and so I need to be out there.
That is the one critter I've always wanted to get a little kitten of a American mountain lion. Ever since I saw Grizzly Adams as a kid, I wanted a baby mountain lion to raise as my own.
I always wanted a bear.
I can see you doing that.
Hey, Red Pill, good to see you.
Cougar, mountain lion, panther, painter. We've been on this discussion before. There's a lot of names for the American mountain lion.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, it would be
So,
Roadrunner Bones.
do I?
I said, of course, it would be Roadrunner Bones. That's only logical.
Wasn't fast enough.
So is the worst thing you have gators, wildlife?
What's the question?
Do you have anything like wild boar?
Oh, we got everything from alligators to zebra spiders.
No, okay.
You got them golden orb spiders like Craig's got?
Got everything. We got the golden orb. We got the silver orb. I think they even made it and made the new titanium orb spider. It's like a baby tarantula. It's pretty
Well, I
vicious.
believe you probably could be right because when I lived in North Carolina, there was a college that had a
Of course.
arachnid study group, and they had been studying spiders since 1969. That was like 85 when I was down there,
Man,
and they said that every day since 1969 they had found a new species of spider every day.
Jerry,
wouldn't surprise me.
wish I could have seen that.
But yeah, alligators, coyotes, boar. Uh, yeah,
I think all the coastal states have boar. It seems to be where they like to really congregate down by the coast, but they're still really thick up here, even.
it's not as bad, I guess, as some places, but I mean, they're still out and about. You know.
Yep.
That paints quite a picture there, Jerry.
Good to see you, John.
I like them spiders that can make a web from tree to tree and they catch birds to eat.
Oh, that's the ones that can catch me.
That's why we need more birds. Because all
Need
them,
more birds.
we need more birds. Like
Oh,
y'all
actually,
notice
what?
they're
I'm sorry,
thinning.
Don.
Have y'all noticed that the birds aren't as many as they used to be?
Not around here, man. I got birds all over the place.
Hmm.
No shortage of birds, man. And all kinds. You just reminded me, Watt, when I did live down south, I had this apartment here about on the edge of the mountains there, and I know they're basically the same flipping mountains you're near, but they used to catch spiders all the time. And I had this terrarium I kept in my window, and I would put 2 spiders at a time in that terrarium, and it was Fight Club. All right, the one of them or both of them would die after it started. But what they'd always do, I'd take a black widow, brown recluse, whatever I caught. You drop them both in that terrarium, and they'd pick the farthest corner away from each other as they could get. All right, and they would sit there in their own corner for a while, sometimes a day or more, until they started to like approach each other. And when they finally did start to do that, they'd go out a couple times, look at things, go back to their corner. But when it finally did, they would both meet in the middle of that tank. I shit you not, every time they would meet in the middle of the tank, and it would look like they're using karate or something. They would lift their legs in ways of like ahead of them, and it would look like they're doing some kind of kata or something, Tai Chi or
Yeah.
something. Anyways,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it would be like zap, they'd be on each other, and it was over. All right. Either one of them would crawl away and die, or they would both crawl away and die. I've seen both outcomes several times, but
Mm.
it was something to see, man. And they were everywhere. Those black widows were flipping everywhere down there, man. You didn't have to look far for them.
Oh no, you ain't gotta look far for them.
I'm gonna probably okay. Send this to me.
It's like that. I seen you that picture of that bird earlier.
I don't think so.
Maybe I didn't. I took a couple pictures with the job I was on today. We were there pretty much all day, troubleshooting, doing some things. But yeah, it was a what do they call like a snake bird or a water turkey. It's this kind of like slim, narrow looking black bird, and it's got a long neck. It almost kind of looks like a snake, kind of. But it'll fly around and it'll get on something and it'll see a fish in the water and it'll shoot right in the water and get the fish and come right out.
Sounds like a loon.
Almost like one, but a lot smaller. Yeah, those things are pretty cool to watch. I caught one. I seen it flying around, and I said, "Man, I'm gonna try to catch it as soon as it's diving," but I couldn't. I didn't catch him. I caught him right as he was coming out the water with his fish. That was pretty cool.
Cheryl, that's not torture. It's survival of the fittest. You know, I let the winner live sometimes. You know?
I think
Spider tattoo.
I've got no sympathy for brown recluse or black widows because I've been bit by both of them.
yeah, I
They
don't
got
either.
to go.
They're
As soon as I see
spiders.
them, they got to go. If it's just a wolf spider or a water spider, I'll let it go. But them black widows and brown recluses, they got to go.
I hope Craig's still here. I want to see if he's seen one of these suckers. I
And that's
haven't
another
seen one
thing.
personally.
Whoops, sorry, Bonnie. I was just another thing. We didn't used to have black widows in Michigan when I was younger. We got black widows in Michigan now. That's another indicator of the weather is just mad. All right. Like the geese. You know, the geese used to fly south for the winter every year. All right. And come back in the spring. You would see tens of thousands of them in one massive gaggle of V's flying overhead. It would black out the sun. That's how many flipping geese you would see going south and coming back. Now, just like today, I saw some. They don't know where the fuck they're going. There's little groups of them going in all directions still.
So, Craig, are you still here? Craig, have you ever seen? This is called I heard it pronounced nail guy, but I think it's nilgai.
Yeah, guy.
I have never seen one, but they are down in South Texas around the King Ranch. Look how huge that sucker is.
Yeah, it's pretty massive.
That's like a bull. It's like
Yeah.
that would fill your freezer. Yep, South Texas. Must be a lot further south than me. Well, I know it is.
Yeah, it's like a cow.
700 to 900 pounds. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
saying
we're cutting that thing up before we carry it anywhere. All right. We ain't dragging that motherfucker nowhere.
Oh, heck,
get out the front end loader.
you get the front half, I get the back half. Let's do it. They probably got 4-wheelers or ATVs or something, you know.
I bet that those are the hunts that Ted Nugent does for those kind of things.
Oh, he's going after the Nigels.
Ted
Yeah,
Nugent
which-
is probably gonna outlive all of us just because of the diet he eats.
Yeah,
Yes, probably.
how old
And he
is.
doesn't
I have
smoke
no
either.
idea.
No,
You don't
he's
smoke?
been anti-drugs, anti-smoking, anti-alcohol ever since I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, just a health nut.
Damn, Ted Nugent.
Like I say, Watt, he is the
How old is
only
he?
guy I think that it makes a good role model in this whole damn world right now. I can't
I
think
gotta
of
look it
another
up.
person.
Right.
And I'm here to tell you, a firsthand witness, that he also back in the 70s, he was helping kids and stuff. Something called the Big Brother program for troubled
Okay.
youth.
Says he's 76.
Mhm.
Yes. And he doesn't look it. Ted Nugent for president.
Yeah, he probably just had a sauteed mule deer heart for dinner.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly. He's got his own leg. He's got it made, man. You ought to watch some of his old videos and stuff. He'll teach you stuff. It's like, just the simplest things, like the importance of a brush pile. And nobody ever considers that fact. But if you have and build brush piles on your property, that gives shelter for little things like anything from insects to mice, which is a food source for the next critters. You know, it creates a habitat. You know, and
Yep, it
he's
does.
been really adamant about this stuff for decades, folks. I know that you guys know who he is and hear him ranting and all this stuff, but I've been fortunate enough to hear that man talk for decades because he used to do radio shows here in Michigan all the time, and he covered all the political stuff and all the truth. All right, and he was blackballed for it. He was demonized for it. He's been attacked like you wouldn't believe. They call him a draft dodger, you know, and a pedophile and all this crap, and none of it's true. All right,
Hey,
if you look into it, but they tried to blacklist him, and his own personality is what's kept him from
he's still
being.
rocking out.
Yep.
Yeah,
76. How about that?
Yeah.
I've
He has.
seen him well over 20 times in concert.
Mm.
When he's on his channel, he'll get that guitar and just start waylaying into it. Yeah.
What would you
Yep.
say his biggest hit would have been? His most well-known hit.
Well,
Cat
yeah,
scratch.
that's probably the one that the world knows the most is Cat Scratch
Yeah.
Fever.
Yeah.
But
Gotcha.
Free for All, that did pretty good. You know, there's a few songs he had that, you know, even things like Wango Tango was a hit. You know, so he's had a
Wango
bunch of them
Taylor.
throughout the year. You know, so and plus he was only like 14 when he was with the Amboy Dukes. That, you know, he did all that stuff when he was 15, 16 years old. Journey to the Center of Your Mind with the Amboy Dukes. That was Ted Nugent playing when he was a kid.
Dang,
You know,
He
how
black.
about that?
Now, Fred
Yeah.
Bear, Craig, I actually met several times. I got to hang out with Fred Bear. He used to have here in Grayling, Michigan, a place called the Call of the Wild, the Fred Bear Museum. And you'd go in there and it had all of his, you know, mounted kills. And I remember walking in the door and there was a 13-foot 9-inch Kodiak bear standing there with paws the size of my body. You know,
Mm.
he killed it with one arrow. All right. And this old man,
Mm.
I always was after the little bow and arrow sets and stuff. And I'd beg my mom to take me there because we used to go up north all the time and pass it. But I think that he would take extra time to talk to kids because that's what I remember. He walked me through that whole place and told me all kinds of stuff.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is it-
imagine seeing a bear like that out in the wild. It's massive.
And Ted's not too shabby neither. Somewhere I can't find it on the internet, but somewhere on a VHS tape. I think it was a hunt video of Ted Nugent, probably from the late '80s. And it shows the shot. He says, he looks right at you and says, "Don't try this, all right? This is something that I feel comfortable with, but I won't recommend this." He saw this goat on a mountain next to the mountain he was on with a valley between them. All right. And the goat was in a trot moving along the side of the mountain. And when he took the shot, the goat was just getting behind this brush, all right, completely out of sight. He held that arrow up in the air at an arc like he was shooting the moon. And on videotape, no cuts in it, nothing. This was the real deal. He let that arrow go, and it goes and goes. And as that goat clears the brush on the other side of that mountain, just comes out into view, that arrow comes down and hits him right where he was going, dead on the spot. Heart shot.
Wow.
Boom. That was
Mm.
the most incredible shot I've ever seen on camera.
That's pretty cool.
Well,
Was
he had a bow hunting. Ted Nugent had a bow hunting store here in Jackson, Michigan. You know, he's also got another nickname. Everybody knows him as the Motor City Madman and Terrible Ted, but he's also the Whack Master. All right. And if you look up Whack Master, you'll begin to understand the truth of Ted Nugent. All right. Because he is truly the Whack Master. And you just have to Google that to find out.
Yes,
Whack
Pat,
Master.
loving it. We're supposed to have it for days. I think Saturday it's not going to rain. Or hopefully. No, it's not supposed to rain until Saturday night. It's not going to rain tomorrow. And which is good because we have somebody coming out to see if the trees that fell are hollow because of disease or bugs and get an estimate. Lady Smith, good to see you, sweetie.
What's up, Lady Smith? Oh, and Craig's showing me stuff. See, Craig knows more about this than probably anybody else here. It's the mystical flight of the arrow. Very well said, Craig.
Alabama rally doll, y'all.
You go up there on the ridge, Craig, and I'll go down the swamp. And we'll get that buck.
Tiny dancer, don't tell what.
What happened?
Some of the teenage thrill seekers really want to thrill. Let
Tiny
them go out
dancer.
there and
Back
Oh, no, she didn't.
yeah.
Now I see why she's dancing. She's an Alabama fan. All I got to say about that is go dogs. We shall meet again.
Yeah, I thought you might be boasting a little bit about some things that happened recently. I hear, I'm not into sports, but I heard that you had a good day there last week.
Yeah.
Every dog has his day.
Hey. Every dog
Unless it's on the
has a
weekend,
day.
then it's just a tight end.
Eat dog.
Yeah.
I eat cat food.
Do I owe you $5? Because I never heard it. I heard a eh. But that was it.
Put it in the lost and found. If
Okay.
it gets found, it gets found. If it gets lost, it gets lost.
Now you got AC/DC in your brain, man.
They got a cupcake game this week. They got to play UNC Charlotte.
I think we must be playing A&M because Abbott's been trying to get me to try to win tickets for the UT A&M game.
Oh, that'd be cool if you won ticket. What do you got to do to get a ticket? Give a donation or a raffle or something?
Probably, I don't know. I just ignore his text.
There you go.
When he emails me back, then I'll read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, his texts are always for donations. Just $5.
Wonder how many $5 they actually get in the course of that,
I have no idea. Hey, Ken, how are you?
What's up, buddy?
Good to see you, Bonnie and Carl and White. Roll Tide Roll.
What's going on?
Ain't
Ken?
nothing but the dogs, baby. Ain't nothing but the dogs.
Oh my goodness, I'm so outnumbered now.
Hey, Pat.
Evening, everybody.
Yeah, I think y'all sent us Arch Manning to make it this way.
Yeah, I think he went to rehab after that game.
I'm gonna.
All right. Which one of you gals is going to come up here and give Bonnie some backup? Where you at, D? Echo? Where you at?
No, I'm talking about for Texas.
Oh.
I thought you come on outnumbered because you got three guys again. One.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. I'm like, all right, we can fix that.
Arch Manning's our quarterback from Georgia. His family is notorious football players, but I think that he's Georgia's secret weapon to make Texas go.
Hey, some people would say that. I haven't
So
said that allegedly.
this is what it's like when I talk about my truck. This is how other people feel like when I talk about my truck, isn't it?
Probably. You don't like football.
I just don't know. I had never played baseball, football, basketball in my life. All right, I have no interest in it. I'm not knocking anybody who does. Just wasn't my thing. Never did it. Don't know nothing about it. I mean, very, very little about it.
I played the
Yeah.
sports, so I guess that's why I still follow it. I still have an interest, you know.
Oh, goodness. Tiny Dancer, you have a good night. Thank you for coming by.
Oh, that's too early for me. 4:45. Jeez. I'm sorry.
Well, and that's, I usually don't watch the pro games, but college football,
Yeah,
it's good.
That's all I watch is college.
yeah, I prefer college.
You know what I used to like to watch is all my friends on Facebook when like the Super Bowl was happening or something. That's the part I like to watch, is how crazy they all got.
Yeah, they go nuts. I used to like it for the commercials, but now commercials suck.
Now my wife, she'll sit and watch Major League Baseball, especially the World Series, which she watched the whole World Series to see the Dodgers take it. But
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I will watch the cheerleader part. I will watch that.
now I remember growing up, I had a poster of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders on my wall.
I know that poster. I know that poster.
That's the only thing y'all like.
and Farrah Fawcett was on the other one.
Yeah, I know that poster. Those are two very famous posters for the 70s. My walls were all black light posters, man. I had a different thing going.
I had a black light poster. It had like the Grim Reaper on it. It was cool.
I'm so sorry.
You know, I might have had that one. Come to think of it, pointing right at you.
Yeah, and I mean, you turn off your lights, throw your black light on it, and man, it just looks so cool.
Yeah, but was he pointing at you?
Yeah, he was pointing his finger at you.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Yep, that's cool.
Ken, when I was a kid, there was a place here in Pontiac, Michigan called the Whoopie Bowl, and they would buy any factory that would close up. They would buy all their leftovers and they would sell it wholesale in this giant abandoned like structure and grounds. All right,
Kind of like sort of like maybe
awesome.
Be like what they call an indoor flea market in a way.
Yeah, this is indoor, outdoor, and it was just massive, right off of Dixie Highway in Pontiac. Anyways, in this place, as a kid, I found this roll. It was like the size of like a 30-gallon drum. All right, you know, real tall, heavy, so heavy I had to get a dolly to move it. All right, and it was glow-in-the-dark contact paper. I don't know the application it was originally used for or anything, but it was one giant roll of glow-in-the-dark contact paper, and I bought that. I got it for like $20 or something. All right, because this is back in the 70s.
Yeah, I was going. I think it was a fad. That was a fad. Anything. I mean, anyway, because I think there was a lot of stuff about like glow in the dark. You know, especially like those.
And what I did with it is I completely wallpapered my room with it, and then I put the black light posters on that. So when you walked in the room with the lights on and turned the lights off, your shadow would be still on the wall and stuff in certain places from the way that the light would, you know, it was a trip. I had a glow in the dark room with black light posters all over the place, and it was crazy. And I should have took pictures of that in the 70s.
We had the mothership.
Yeah. Yeah, I had all that type of stuff. I had glow in the dark stuff on the wall, black light pictures. I don't think you can see much of my wall.
You know, I never had a lava lamp. I did have the bean bags and the headphones and the good, nice, loud stereo and the black light for all that, but I never had a lava lamp.
Oh yeah, I had the deck stereo where you've got the turntable and then you you know, I even had the one that had the
Yeah,
8-track. I had the one that had the 8-track, plus I had the dual cassette. And
that was probably an Emerson. I had one that was
yep,
just like that.
yep. As a matter of fact, that's what it was, an Emerson.
It was the nicest stereo Kmart sold. You know, my mom did these triple coupons and rebates and blue light specials and all this stuff. And there was a day, and this was one of them, where she'd go in there and they would pay her to take stuff. And as crazy as it sounds, it wasn't hard to do. I mean, other people did it, but she had file cabinets full of coupons and stuff. And one time we go into that Kmart and we came out with several shopping carts full of shit. And I got a free stereo because they paid her $265 or something. And I turned around and got the best stereo they had in there. And it was an Emerson, just like you said, dual cassette, 8-track, phonograph on the top and a tuner. Came with 4 speakers. It was the nicest outfit you could get. Quadraphonic sound.
Yep.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yep. And Craig brought something else I remember about the strobe light.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Yorga, it wasn't robbery. Remember, my mom was a cop, so it certainly wasn't robbery.
Mm.
So way back,
Now we can skip. Pat, we can skip the disco ball.
Yeah, skip everything to do with disco. You know what? You know
Yeah.
why they call it disco? You know why they call it disco, Ken? Because if you throw the album up in the air like skeet and shoot it, the disc go.
Yeah.
that's kind of fun to do.
Disco, I think, was the worst part of our history.
I'm actually, I'm not even allowed to listen to that. I still have to abide by the rules of the Dread. All right, it's the Detroit Rockers engaged in the abolishment of disco music. All right, and I've been a member since the late '70s. I still have a Dread card, a gold card, in fact.
Mm.
And we won, by the way. Rock and roll is still here. Where the fuck is disco now?
Yeah.
It's gone. Way back, we used to help with Toys for Tots. Have y'all ever heard of that?
Oh, yeah.
Toys.
Yeah. Yep. I actually wrote.
Oh, yeah.
Actually rode with a motorcycle group one year before that.
Yes.
We used
So
we used to take stuff to the police station. They used to pile it up there for the kids on the same program.
yeah. So the Spurs were a part of that also. So we'd get free tickets to the Spurs games. And so I would take all my friends. Mama never
nice.
wanted to go. And so I'd take my friends. And
Okay, wait a
single
minute.
time.
You got it. I'm lost, man, because a Spur game sounds pretty kinky to me. All right, I know what Spurs are. And I know that it fucking hurts. So, what are you talking about?
San Antonio Spurs is a basketball team, Carl.
Oh, all right.
And but every time we'd go, one of my friends' ticket would get called and they would win a TV or something cool. And I'd be like, there's something wrong with this.
You know, I got a picture you're never gonna see, Craig. It's of me in the '70s with hair on my head all the way down to my shoulders, a hippie-fied fool with a 3-piece blue, powder blue polyester suit with a white ruffle shirt and platform shoes, bell bottom. You know, the whole 9 yards. But you ain't never gonna see that. Nobody's ever gonna see that photo.
I loved bell bottoms. In fact, they were
You
not.
wore all that?
Yeah, I stood up in a wedding in that outfit. Wow.
And we got to find that photograph.
There's only one of them, and I got it. And ain't nobody ever gonna see it.
Yeah, guys didn't look so great in bell bottoms, but the girls, we would even take in the legs of the jeans to make the bell bigger, and that didn't do it. So we would add extra fabric at the bottom to make it flare.
I just like the ladies in the hip huggers in the '70s.
Yes, and they always have to be hip. I still get those. I won't wear high-waisted pants ever.
Yeah, it's not enough bell bottom. You got to add more bell to it. We need more bell.
bell.
Bring in more bell.
Yep.
I'm sure I was drinking, Craig, but I rarely get drunk. Yeah, that's just not right, man. They make you wear that shit. If you stand up in a wedding, they don't tell you that they're gonna like dress you and put you in what they want you to wear. That was where I felt like, I felt
Yes.
abused in that way. I did not like that shit at all. Those platform shoes are for fucking sissies, man. What the hell is that? Guys don't wear fucking heels.
How high were they? How thick were the
I
platforms?
swear, them heels had to have been like at least 3 inches, man.
I mean,
It was like,
Okay,
look at the
I
shoes
felt
that the
like
group.
Gene Simmons or something in those.
I was thinking
That's
like
what I
the
got.
full 7.
That's what I was gonna say. Look at what shoes all the members of Kiss wore. Gene Simmons and Ace and all them.
Yeah, big enough you could have a fish tank in those things.
You about a foot off the damn ground.
Yeah,
I don't know how you can walk in that.
they
It's
do
just
it.
not right,
I love
man.
it.
It's just not right. I'm glad that shit went away, and I'm glad it's not a fad that came back.
Well,
Definitely.
now it's boot cut jeans, not bell bottom. Boot cut.
Yeah, I can't
Well,
think.
I
can't.
wear both. I wear a straight leg and boot cut.
I don't know. There's too many different cuts. I can't keep up with what's the cut this day.
Man, I
Hell,
wear
I'm
the
lucky if I
same
can find
damn-
one in my size. I just grab it. As long as
I
it
wear
ain't
the same-
too small, whatever.
I wear the same pants I've been wearing for like 40 years. They're called BDUs. All right. They come in black, camo, tan, gray, whatever color you want. I got all different colors, but that's the only pants I like to wear. I do have a pair of blue jeans and some dress pants in case I got to go somewhere. But these are the ones I live and
All
die
I have
in these things.
all I have is BDUs and blue jeans. That's all I wear. It's either one or the other.
I feel weird without BDU pants on, man.
Yorka, that sounds like a personal problem.
You don't. Do you know what a Dickie is?
No.
Well, I know
No?
that Dickies. I know that Dickies was a blue jean company that was the cheapest fucking place on earth because they supplied the juvie. When I was in the juvie as a kid, they gave us these things called Dickies, and they were like the worst blue jeans on earth, man. They fit you like a tent, right?
Now Dickies were these things you stuck inside of your the front part of your shirt. I don't know. If that's
Yeah,
like,
I've heard that too.
And Craig, not if you get Ariats.
An ascot.
yeah, the fake shirt
Yeah.
thing. Exactly, Yorga.
Yeah, they call it an ascot too.
Yeah.
It's a what?
An ascot. ASCOT.
Y'all support the Ascots or no?
Fake shirt thing. Why would you wear a fake shirt? What's it for?
Exactly. And why would you wear a tie? Your opponent can just grab that tie and lead you wherever he wants you. The tie is like the worst thing to be wearing in a fight.
It's like a tie and a scarf had a love child. It would be an ascot, you know?
In Michigan. Okay, what's an ascot?
Do you remember what Fred
Yeah. Yeah,
Fred and Scooby Doo wore an ascot?
yeah, that's what I was just finna say. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to. Is that the best thing? The crochet?
no, it's like the little almost like a little fluffy right under the neck that tucks into their vest or whatever else they're wearing. You've seen it.
Oh,
Once you'll see it, you'll know what it is.
what Yorga wears? The scarf-looking thing.
He could be an ascot supporter.
You know, Yorga would wear something like that, but he can pull it off.
Yeah, he's probably got a couple in the arsenal.
Oh, but he's saying a gay scarf. He probably doesn't wear one.
I think Yorga's got more props than Gallagher, all right? He's got
Probably
a lot of shit going on.
Couple
I've seen him
boas.
in like an Annapolis cadet jacket. I've seen him in all kinds of outfits. Probably got a Napoleon Bonaparte outfit.
I wish I would have got to seen one of the Gallagher things before he passed. I seen him on TV. He was cool.
What's that?
Gallagher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smashing watermelons.
Yep.
Oh, that was the fruit smashing guy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the whole several of the first rows would bring plastic sheets, and you'd see during his performance, there'd be a whole front row of people holding a plastic sheet over top of them. So they
Loving
didn't
it.
get all
Loving life.
Yep.
Just getting a
Goodness.
fruit salad and a show.
All right, I'm gonna be like Watt tonight. I'm gonna post some information.
We wouldn't. Well, we didn't dress up like that when we were using the wringer washer. My cousin had one. I love that thing.
All right. I don't know what that is.
It's a wringer washer. It's got a tub on it.
You turn a handle.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking. I was thinking like something you wear. I was thinking, what the heck is that? Yeah. The thing you wash your clothes with. Yeah.
John said he had 2 aunts that got strangled in the old ringers wearing a scarf.
Man.
Horrible.
Damn.
I need some information on this. So, like 2 at the same time, or one did it and then
Well, I
the
don't
other one
support
did it?
scars.
That's quite a coincidence that 2 people would go out that way in the same family.
Thank you, Echo. I've been trying to look it up and I keep forgetting.
What's that?
A dickie.
Oh yeah, Cheryl. I've been watching from what they make. They made them with gas engines for using outdoors. I've been really
Yeah.
watching for one of those. Even if I got to rebuild it or something, that would be a cool deal to have. Heavy though.
Yeah.
That's the oddest looking thing I've ever seen. And I just
Wow.
I don't even know what it is. What is it?
a dickie.
When wasn't it great, Al?
It still is. Behave, honey. I'm behaving.
Buster Browns.
I do.
It's about what it is here, Echo. It's better than 367, I guess.
I don't currently drive, so I have no idea what gas prices are around here right now.
They've been
It's about that
fluctuating.
here.
It's been fluctuating here. You know, it stays in between like 275 and 375.
Well, okay, maybe I shouldn't have Googled that.
Did you Google the Whack Master?
Yeah, don't be
I
Googling that.
I Googled Dickie. And
You went straight to the images, didn't you?
yes.
There you go.
Did you not have your filter turned on for
Get out of
safe
there, bro.
browsing?
Well, what? I don't know how to show you what it looks like.
That's okay. I'll take your word for it. I will take your word for it.
Ooh,
Because I'm
Okay.
a night owl. Somebody get
Something we did not want to see live.
no. I didn't want to see it either.
Yeah.
You
You don't
know
tell
you
your
can.
friends about your new dickie.
you,
Keep that
you
to
know,
yourself.
Monty. You know you can do your settings in there where it will filter out anything bad.
I think she turned it off for that reason.
Hey, bro. I just seen you in there. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, John Dunnan?
Sherry in Corgi country. I know who
Hey,
that is.
Sherry. Good to see you.
Evening, y'all.
You know, there was a brand of like Hot Wheels Matchbox size cars called Corgi. Came out of Britain.
I never heard of that one.
What's that?
Nope.
It's just with the way she spelled it. I don't know if that's the way you spell a corgi dog, but that's also the way you spell corgi, which is a toy car that they made. And there was a lot of them here when I was young. I don't know about nowadays, but like if
Only
you wanted the Batmobile or the Black Beauty from the Green Hornet or something, Corgi made those ones. The James Bond cars, they made those.
I may have had some. I don't remember the name. I remember Matchbox and Hot Wheels.
Jorgen knows what I'm talking about. You know?
Yeah. Thank you, Echo.
I think I took a picture of this car that was down there on the river beside this house I was working on. I don't know what kind of car it was. It was a small, like I don't know, like a little Mr. Bean looking little car. I said, man, I ain't never seen a little car like that before.
Well, now she's saying, see, all right, now I wonder where the word corgi originated from, because it sounds to me like the dog and the
I think it's
cars
a
are probably
region.
Yeah, it probably is.
I think it's a region. I could be wrong though.
Probably
No,
England.
sounds right. That would explain it. Gonna have to do some Googling when I get out of here, but I ain't gonna Google nothing about no dickies.
Do that. My buddy had I don't know how he ended up getting a dog, but he ended up getting a corgi. And then through some type of way, he found this lady that had a corgi. So they had corgi puppies. But man, every one of them dogs, it didn't matter. You could pick up a tennis ball, any type of ball. If they seen you pick up that ball, they would not stop. They would run till their feet was probably bleeding. They would not stop. They would play fetch
Oh,
all
yeah.
day. They would not stop.
There's one next door to my friend, and somehow little booger figured out how to get into her yard. And while I was over there visiting her, here comes this dog and puts a ball at my feet. And he keeps picking it up and looking at me and shaking his head. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
and she said, don't start, because if you do it, he will not let you stop.
They won't stop. They can't stop.
I'm
I've
not
known several of them little buggers. I don't think they even know they're that short.
No, they don't. Most short people don't until they get beside a tall person. You know?
You know, if you put longer legs on them, they'd be just like a, lassie or something.
Yeah.
It was a human head.
Been a
Yorga.
weird combo.
Echo said corgi is Welch.
Welch, there you go. From the Isle of Corgi.
So why do they call it welching on a bet? I mean, what did they do? The Welch.
What did the Welch do?
Yeah, that they got such a bad rap.
They have a bad one.
Yeah, if you welch on a bet.
No. I've never heard of that one, but okay.
I don't know. It's just things that make me go, I'd like to go mudlarking over there. You know what that is?
No.
Mud larkin.
Yeah. it's where if they drain in one of the canals or like the Thames River or something, they go in there and they dig around in the muck and they find just like ancient shit. People throwing swords and jewelry and offerings and all kinds of stuff into them rivers for thousands of years.
So, I'll look up what are Welch famous for. Excuse me. And of course, they put all the actors and actresses. But then it says management style. Welch was known for a demanding management style, which included implementing a rank and yank system that fired the bottom 10% of managers annually. I just thought it sounded funny. I don't know what they're famous for. They just keep saying actors and actresses. Where's Welch, people?
In the UK, isn't it?
Somewhere near
Great
there.
Britain. Great Britain. It's got to be. It's got to be on the main island of England. That the same island as England's on. Britain.
Wales. Yorka said
Somewhere,
Wales.
somewhere between London and Scotland, probably.
It's over there.
Okay. See, I feel like I should know that area very well. Wales and Scotland.
I've never been there neither, but I find it pretty amazing. Such a little island had such a big influence on this rock. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Good. There's 2 breeds of corgi. Pembroke, who has no tail, and a cardigan, who has a tail. And a much larger body. Wales is Welch. Okay, got it.
That breed of dog was originally had short legs, but you guys see where they've got this fad? They're breeding cats and stuff to have really short legs. Have you all seen that?
I've heard
Too
about them
much.
doing things like that.
It's too much.
Hey, Anthony.
The cat I used to own was actually like a tiger-like stripe, but it was a domesticated cat mated with some kind of African cat. It was a Savannah.
Well, they're gonna end up with tribbles, all right? They keep doing this, man. I'm not kidding. Why you're laughing? But they made these cats now with like 3-inch legs. All right, they're
Oh
nothing
no,
but a
I'm
pup
laughing
dog.
because I know it's true. I'm laughing because it's just crazy.
They
It
can't do
is.
shit right, dude. They can't defend themselves. These critters are not made for the outdoors now. I don't know why they're doing this, but
You
they're
have to
doing
keep
it.
them inside 100% of the time. They die in the real world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They keep messing up a good thing.
Yeah.
All this interbreeding and
God made it. Leave it alone.
yes, that's what I say.
Same thing. Same thing that when they're trying to hibernate these different foods and stuff together.
Now, I don't know, man. It might be too fucking late because we had everything we needed here in nature, all right? We had everything, all our medicine, all our food, everything we needed
Yeah.
was right there. You had to know what you were doing. And we did. Back in the day, we knew how to get whatever we needed from the land, and nature provided for us. Our medicines, our food, everything. The water was clean. And then we go around and fucked it all up. And I don't know if we're too far gone or not or what, but man.
I mean, we poison our own food.
Well, and
So,
that's
Anthony,
why I said last night, we're down to 2 choices. We can either go with the way they want and full AI, digital everything, or we can go the way God intended and live as we're supposed to.
I'm not taking no digital ID or none of that shit. They can take it and shove it where the sun don't shine.
I
We
agree.
weren't supposed to live in tall little boxes up in on concrete, all in a group where they could control you. We're not supposed to live like that.
No. And Jerry, I could picture them pulling that one again. I don't know. I think they'd come up with something else, but
What's that?
when the witches were killed making medicine natural. Juice butter biscuits. Right, Sherry. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I need to check into getting a passport. See how that works. I'll let y'all know from jail if it didn't turn out so good.
You've got an incoming call from Buddy. Please press 1.
If they allow one call, I don't even know.
Buddy, they say you punched 2 of them in the eye. What the heck's going on? How'd they get you?
Take my phone, I'm sure.
Oh, shit, I know the ones around here, they all went digital. Now you don't even. Now it's like doing like a video chat. It's like all from a monitor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Had to throw another log in the fire.
Really, Craig? Yeah, I'd rather use a passport. I'm not going to be flying. I'm just talking about to drive, to go to the bank.
I have no desire to leave the surface of the earth.
No. I mean, I might would. I don't know. I can't say I never will.
What about a train?
I have never been, well, I mean, I've been on little trains, little dinner trains and little trains. I haven't. I've been on a runaway train. It was a ride at Six Flags.
Oh yeah, Six Flags rides. Yeah.
I'd much sooner get on a train than I would a plane, but I'd much rather get on a boat than a train. And to be honest, I'd just rather drive.
Yeah. I think that that's the whole thing, is not feeling like I'm in control. Maybe.
Oh, was this some deep-rooted secret you're just now dropping on us here?
What? That I have to be in control? Well,
It sounds like one of those McCall's magazine things or something. I'm listening.
oh my goodness. You're taking this all the way there?
I'm just messing with you, Bonnie. What would you expect otherwise?
Craig wants to go on a tiny train ride with me.
There you go.
Yorga, stop.
It's that season. Probably could get a discount for the Polar Express. Twofer.
So
Oh,
that's a good question. Does the train go? But no, then I won't have anything to drive around in. Nope. I have to get my.
I've always wanted to take a ride on a train. Closest I've been to is one of those like at an amusement park.
Yeah.
I've been on the helicopters and planes and jets and trains and boats and all of that stuff. I just don't want to go on the planes no more. All right, I just don't trust them. We've already been over that. I told you about that.
I've never been on one, and I don't trust them enough to ever get on one.
What's that?
I think
Plane?
A plane or jet or anything like that. Anything that takes me off the ground.
I flew once.
it's just these days, all right? I mean, for all I know, they got carnival workers doing the maintenance on these things.
Yeah.
If I could lift a plane over myself, get to understand it, get to know the plane, then maybe. But no, probably not going to happen that way.
Amtrak takes 2 to 3 days. That's the same as driving.
Maybe people take it for the scenery. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
But Amtrak,
The scenic route. Yeah.
I would think that train went faster than that.
I would
Yeah.
think the ride would suck unless you had your own private compartment.
Well, yeah, you gotta have your private car.
You got it.
Well, that costs a lot more. All right, it's a lot more for that than just riding on a seat.
I'll take a train. I'll pay that extra.
I was fixing to say, what do they have? Co-ed cars or what?
Yeah. Like speed dating, but on a train.
So you either get a seat or a
Private
Private.
room.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
general admission, like a first class deal, or second class, whatever you want to call it.
Well, if you're going to be on it for 3 days, they better give you something to lay down on.
Oh no! You're expecting too much. You ever been on a bus ride? It's kind of the same deal. Well, you might go way out of your way to get where you're going.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you got to upgrade and get to private quarters.
Yep. I know, Black Watch. I was just playing. Welsh. I know. Welsh is great.
So, but people do take it for scenery, and so they don't.
Actually did do that. There are some trains that are known for that. And I've been on the 1800s, steam trains, coal-fed trains and stuff. People redo those, purchase their own tracks, and set up their own railways. One of them is up in a place called Buckley, Michigan. Bunch of old guys got together who loved that shit, and they made it happen. They even recovered an old railroad bridge and installed it on the ground.
Yes, John, I know. Don't get in the box cars when they show up. Don't take food from the van that shows up. saying we're here to help. No. I don't know. I used to like to take the bus, but seems a little, not a little, a lot different now with the
Hey,
company.
you want some excitement in your life? Take a bus through the mountain range.
I won't ride a bus anymore. The people that you ride with are a little different than they used to be.
Yeah. Uh,
Anthony.
get stuck beside the guy that wants to show you his stamp collection. You know.
Mm-mm. Well, that's the one time I flew. We were supposed to go to California. So we flew from San Antonio to Dallas, I guess to get on a bigger plane because it was a little dinky plane. I never made it on the bigger plane. Well, okay, I made it through the door. They put me in first class. That was just a bench. It wasn't a room with the cart and food and drinks and this is a leather bench. And they wouldn't knock me out, so I got off. It was horrible. Rode a bus back.
Yorga wants to be Grizzly Adam.
Yorga wants to be what?
Grizzly Adam.
Well, he needs to do a drastic change to fit that character. I always tell him, I always thought he was around Hollywood. Just, he seems Hollywood.
I know some places it'd take them a good long while to find me. I do think about just driving up in the middle of nowhere and parking where nobody can see me and just dig in and just stay there.
Balsamic vinegar. Heck. What were y'all talking about in chat? Umo Sports. Uh-oh. Lost Cam. Yeah. I'm not going into Atlanta if I ever make it over that way. Not one of my destinations.
Well, I still plan to do what I'm going to do if I ever get flipping ahead enough to get where I need to be on it. It's just taking forever and looks like it's impossible, but I ain't giving up. Someday I'm going to drive around these states and do what the hell I want to do.
Night, Ken. Hope you feel better. Nope, I won't get on a cruise ship either. I would go visit somebody who can see the whales. Because that's the only reason I would ever get on a cruise ship is to see the whales.
You can take short little ones, short little cruises and stuff. They don't have to be that long.
Keeping you in prayer, Red Pill.
And I don't know about them new ones. You seen the new ones? They look awful top heavy to me. I don't think I would want to ride on one of those very far.
The cruise ships.
Yeah, they just get bigger and bigger. They're ridiculously top
But
heavy
they
now.
keep building them taller and taller. Yes, you're right. Top heavy.
And I don't get that. That's like, I don't understand why man has to think he's got to like build higher and higher, and it's gonna fail, man. It's the way things are, you know.
Yeah. We got this thing called gravity.
You think you would have learned from the Tower of Babel, you know?
Is the
Gravity's
Eiffel
not
Tower
gonna let us.
still standing? Is that the one that leans?
That's the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
That's it.
Yeah.
Is it still standing?
Still standing, still defying the odds.
Hmm.
Shit, sure, I ain't gonna give up. What else do I got? All right, there ain't nothing there. I got no other goals or plans or nothing. It's just I'm stuck in the same old Groundhog Day. You know what I mean?
I don't think you want to leave there, Carl.
Oh, I definitely do. All right, I definitely do. But I can't leave here until the truck is sound enough, and I need to really tighten up on spending and stuff, and get the springs I need for the truck and the shocks and all that stuff. But I also got to have enough cash in my pocket to feel secure enough to make these trips. You know what I'm saying? If you,
Yes.
to jump from one state to another with nothing in your pocket is a daunting omen. You know what I mean?
I would
Something
do
breaks
that.
down your stuff.
I would not travel without.
Well, that's
No.
that's the goal. It'll happen eventually. I mean, I'm always moving ahead on the thing. It's just in small increments, if nothing else. All the
Excuse me.
little shit will be all set and done. Since I've had this building, I've got 100 projects done on this thing. You know, it's just not the ones that are keeping me from going far. Did I get kicked off here?
No,
Yeah.
sorry about that. My daughter was calling. There's this strange box on the porch. And she said, "Is this you or me?" And I said, "I don't
Man,
know."
you use strange boxes. I remember the one out in the field.
I know.
Oh man, yeah.
There's another one out there and a ball, an orange ball. And I'm like, there hasn't been any kids over here. It's like one of those, those, they're about 8 inches in diameter, plastic ball things.
Yeah, it's pretty suspicious. That is suspicious. Especially being orange.
Mm-hmm.
Man. What'd you do with the box? Is it still outside?
Yeah. I didn't know it was out there.
You need to get yourself one of those little robot bomb disposal units.
Mm-hmm.
Little tracked robot you can remote control right up to the package, and poke it and take pictures of it and stuff.
I have the spear, but I mean, if it goes boom, what are you doing?
Well, then you got to buy a new little robot.
Beer worked. It's a good beer.
Probably in a couple of weeks, Mary. I think it'll take me a couple more weeks to box all this up. Maybe. I don't know. I think my bathroom is going to take me a whole week just by itself, because that's where my whole medical.
Got enough boxes and stuff to pack everything up?
No, I'm gonna have to get more boxes too. I don't know. If I can keep getting rid of stuff, I may be okay with boxes.
Yeah.
I wonder if I put a big enough box out in the woods, if I could catch a mountain lion. You know how cats always like to lay in boxes? I wonder if mountain lions would do that.
Probably.
Well, have fun with that, Carl. Yes,
Think you could do it.
liquor store boxes are the good ones.
I only want one kitten.
Oh, I forgot about the kitchen. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need boxes. True brew. Probably catch a Democrat. Framing. Yes, I'm moving. Am I reading that right? Is that someone we know?
What's that?
Framey, Phramey.
Oh, that's Phil R.
Oh, okay.
I think that's Phil R. Yeah.
Thank you.
I recognize the icon.
I don't know, Echo. I think Ted would be better, like, head of the agriculture, or something, head of the game and fish and wildlife and all that. Be better off with something like that.
I don't know. Think he'd be.
I've heard him say he doesn't want to run for office for nothing.
Mm.
How come he went to the convoy?
Well, again, I was going to say that I also heard Trump say that back in the 80s and 90s too. So
yes, because that's what I was wondering. Why is Ted at the convoy with Sarah Palin?
Oh man, he would show up at rallies for Trump, and he did the Star Spangled Banner. I got one of them saved. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Came in his
helicopter. Ted sure can irritate some demons. I've seen it. I've actually talked to him in chats quite a few times. He would answer me back in the day. I talked to him quite a bit. And I'd always bring up something that he would probably remember at a concert or something. Anyways, when I would do that on Facebook, because he used to do Facebook a lot, I would make one comment on Ted Nugent's page, and I would get 20 fake friend requests from fake hot chicks, and you won a free fucking something or another. It constantly, all right? And then if I do that on YouTube, I don't get any of that crap. But man, talk about getting trolled, man. Just say something on Ted Nugent's Facebook post and see what happens.
Hey, Prepper 101. Craig, get some rest. Did you see that comment that I put on panel? What? From? I think it was from Phil.
I did.
Okay.
1,000 miles from nowhere.
You know, I was talking to someone like about the prepping stuff, and you can never be prepared for everything, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Even if you have all this storage of food, if there's a flood, there goes your food. So
Well,
that's
it's way worse than that, man. It could be. All right. Let's say shit hits the fan. You've got every provision you could imagine. You're armed to the to the teeth. Excuse me. You're armed to the teeth. You got everything, but you fucking panic. All right. The panic alone can take away every preparation you've made. All right. You could be put into a situation you didn't foresee at any moment and be unprepared for it. You can't be prepared for everything, you know, and it can all be changed on you in a heartbeat, like you said, floods or storms or natural
yeah,
disaster or whatever, you know. But
and that's when you need to make sure you have good neighbors and friends around you.
well, yeah, that'd help, you know. But I guess in my mind, all right, the ones that would make it through a real shit hits the fan type situation are those that are going to be able to adapt, you know, and to be
Yes,
able to deal with whatever does happen and how cruel or bad it gets and still somehow survive it, you know. It's going to be a it's just because you got a bunker and everything you think you need doesn't mean you're going to survive shit hits the fan. Somebody might want to come and bust that bunker, treat you like a buried pinata, all right? But
I gotta find my bunker.
well, you know, it's I don't know, man. I would think that
Shit, it's
like
deep in
okay,
the
you guys
woods.
know you guys already know where I'm at with this. My choice was to stay mobile. All right, that's my whole thing, man. I feel like I need to stay mobile. Keep
amen.
everything ready to go, drive out of here if I have to, as much gas as I can have. All right. That's the way I feel I need to be, you know. And I don't know why I feel that way so strongly, but I have felt this way for a long time. And to
Because of
me,
where
to say,
you're at.
well, it's not just that because I didn't always live down here. I felt this way even living up north. All right. Even where I was, which is a very, very good place for shit hits the fan. All right. And I could
Yeah,
probably go back to that area because I know it very well, and it does have a lot of, you know, it could provide for me in many ways, and that is an option. But to me, it's like when I was studying this stuff back in the day, I remember reading something about a Green Beret, and the abilities that they trained them, it wasn't just they train you in a diplomatic way too. They train you how to, you know, talk to the villages in enemy territory and how to get, you know, all this stuff. It's a lot to it, but they also teach them to be completely independent to where they know how to get food and shelter and water and all these things to where they could basically walk in any direction they have to with nothing and survive it, you know. And
yes.
that's the way I would, you know, like to be. I'm not saying I'm 100% there. You know, I may be a little ahead of some people on this because I've been in this mindset for decades. But that would be my goal, is to be able to adapt. Is the, you know, shortest way to say it.
Yeah, I agree. I want to be able to go mobile if need be, but I plan to stay put. But you never know.
Well, I'll talk about where I used to live all them years, Yorga. You know, you say Castle Yorga. That high altitude location I lived for 25 years. it could have been cut off. There was only 3 ways up that mountain. All right, you could have controlled that. You could have made it cost somebody to get there. You know, it was a very good defendable location. There's not very many people live in a very well defendable location. You know, the high ground matters. If you got ground higher than you, that matters. But in some cases, man, if it was really shit hits the fan, houses, vehicles, buildings, anything like that, it's going to be a target, man. I wouldn't want to be near that. I wouldn't want to be near anything city, urban development of any type. It would be mass pandemonium for months into that. You know, there'd be a lot of ugly stuff happening. I'd want to get as far away from people as I could, as fast as I could. You know.
Is it a fear of people or a dislike of people that you have?
It's a distrust of people. It's
Distrust.
the
Okay.
lesson that I have learned since I've been here. All right. There's an old saying, be careful who you let in your foxhole. Well, I fully believe that shit. Or, you know, where you know, some of these people who have so-called friends in my past, they would have stabbed me in the back in my sleep for an extra meal. I'm sure of it. You know, it comes down to it. That's the kind of people I'd rather be alone than have to worry about that shit.
You believe that? I don't.
Well,
I don't.
you know, for most people who have those people you can rely on, I'd agree with that, Snooks.
I don't
I was
know.
just saying something earlier at Visions, you know, he made me think of a song by Santana. I ain't got nobody that I can depend on. I ain't got nobody. You know, that's the thing, man. All the people I would have wanted to be in shit hits the fan with are gone. You know, they already checked out of this world. People I could really have my back, but you know, I got some friends in this world still, but I don't know. I'd rather take it on my own there. Well, I don't know, Cheryl. I haven't heard anything else about it. He hasn't been back. I think he's still in the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, one of the coworkers had a heart attack or like something. That's what,
Oh,
Sorry to hear that.
Snook is Eric.
yeah, it's
Mhm.
not Snooks. It's Snook, not Snook.
Well, I was wondering where the S went. And
Yeah.
hey, Eric. Circumstances
You
can
know,
change.
101, Fergie had some nice games on that gal. I hope shit hits the fan don't happen because that's
It's
not
not
gonna
going
be
to.
fun, man. You know, I don't think. I
I
pray
don't.
it don't, and I hope that this country don't turn into a shit fest. I mean, I don't see it happening anytime soon either. All right, but people
No.
sure talk about it a lot, and I think people fear it a lot. And
Yes.
it's
And I think that's why they talk about it is out of fear. I don't really think that, but I don't know, I could be totally wrong, but I just don't believe that it's going to get, we're not riled up enough yet, if that makes any sense. I think that's their goal, is to get us so riled up at each other, we won't even talk to each other on here or something. I don't know. But
maybe that's why they made pot illegal in so many places. Right? Because it is weird that people have not got more upset than they have. I mean, of course, the left is always screaming their head off, but you're right though, Bonnie. It seems like nobody's really stood
And
up yet. You know?
I think it's because um, it's, to me, it seems more strategic. You lay in wait and see what the enemy's going to do, because you don't want to
Yeah.
just jump in to the fire. What's going to happen? You're going to get burned.
Well,
You
there
wait.
is something. Look, a right-minded person doesn't want to hurt people. They don't
No,
want to.
no,
They don't want to cause chaos. They don't want to. They want to build things. They don't want to destroy things.
right.
So even though there's another side of this that just wants to watch the world burn, all right, those people that aren't going to act until they're forced to, you know. And I think you're right. They're trying to like poke people into anger, and there it feels like, if
Yes,
nothing else, that's the psychological warfare part of this, you know. They get you all worked up about something and nothing happens. They tell you all these crimes, nothing happens. They'll release these criminals. Those criminals go out and do more horrendous crimes, and they tell you all about it, and nothing gets done about it. You know, and it's just ongoing and constant, and that feels like you said, like they're trying to poke us into a revolutionary state. You know,
but if you think about it, okay, what's gone on? We had COVID. Okay, we all saw the truth about that. Then um, it's just been different things since then. The the trans thing. Well, funny, it seems that that's like going away on its own. The Summer of Love, it hasn't gotten that bad again, has it? I mean, they tried.
depends on where you ask people or who you ask, I suppose. You know,
I
I mean,
suppose. And then the illegals or whoever, all the protests that were happening in LA and all over when the immigration thing started, that's kind of calmed down now too. So now it
well, I
seems to
think the
be
only difference is now the authorities have stepped in. There, you know, nobody did anything before.
so, but now it seems to be the Islam thing. So that's what I'm saying, Carl. It's, they keep changing the script. Like, okay, we tried that. They didn't get riled up at that. Let's throw something else out there. Oh, they didn't get riled up at that. It's like in um Yorga. Yes, I've been wanting to watch that Y Files video. I need to remember to pull that up.
That's a good one, chessboard. I watched the Y-Files quite a bit. Depends on the subject.
To rule over the ashes. Do you know ashes are good for you in a lot of ways?
I save mine up because they'll get me unstuck off the ice or snow.
Hmm. They're good for your garden to balance the nutrients out. They're good for, you can make soap out of them. Casting spirits away. Sand too, yes. You still with us, Walt? Maybe not. Carl, are you calling a critter?
No, that was Three Stooges. How they snored. Remember that?
What?
That's how Curly snored.
Hmm.
Kind of how I envision Watt snoring.
Oh. I don't think Watt's snoring already.
Well, chat back me up. They remember it, even if you don't.
I'm telling you, I did not watch TV like all y'all did, apparently.
I haven't watched it in decades. I don't own a TV. Haven't owned a TV since 2008 or something. I didn't even watch it much before that. But
Even as a
back in
kid,
the day when I was young, I watched it on Saturdays and Sundays, especially rainy days or whatever. Well,
no, for me, it was
so
always a radio. I would rather
there was
be
like
listening to a radio than
no,
watching
there was
TV.
like no, there was like 3 good hours of Saturday morning cartoons, and then there was every now like prime time, $6 Million Man, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was there.
Nah, it was always music for me. I wasn't
Yeah, I don't
much
like
of a
music at all.
TV person.
Yeah,
I can
I don't
tell.
like music at all. Yeah.
You don't, not a lot of it. It's got to be only certain
No,
music.
the only music I don't like is disco. So that's not a lot of it. There's very little. Disco accounts for like maybe 0.5% of all the other types of music in the world.
See, Cheryl's with me. Except that was always like that. I think I can't remember when I got my first radio. 6, 7. That's
When
what
you
I
got
should
your first what?
radio.
Hmm.
Maybe
I
that's
must
what
have
I
been lucky.
do. What?
I said, I guess I was lucky because I remember having them when I was real little.
Mm-mm. Well, Mom always had her albums playing.
Them too, and I had a lot of hand-me-downs. I had a sister that was a dozen years older than me. She handed a lot of albums she didn't like down to me, which benefited me greatly.
I have got stacks and stacks of old albums. I can't wait to go through them all.
There was a time where I had a couple thousand albums. I've had all the Beatles and all the Rolling Stones and all the Led Zeppelin and ZZ Top and Ted Nugent. I've had them all,
And this
except
isn't one of those.
nowadays I haven't had anything album-wise since like 1985 or something. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since I bought an album.
She's got everything like from the 40s, 50s, that era. So there's not any of that rock and roll. Maybe
Are you talking about like 78 speeds, those thick, medium-sized albums, bigger than a 45, smaller than a 33?
no. They're regular sized albums, I think. The cases are.
Well, some of them, 50s, 40s, big band, a lot of those album stuff actually were on a 78. They weren't the 33 or 45 speeds. The 45s came later along with the 33s.
Oh,
I had a bunch of those too, and I had a bunch of the big band stuff that, there was a time where I collected all that, but
well, Mama just saved them. And that's. She's got a lot of cool stuff back from when we were square dancing. She's still got the record player and the speakers and the amp. And
some of them old albums they're a lot more valuable. Back in the 80s or something, you get a hold of a Beatles the White Album. You pull the album out, it was a dual album, two albums came in, but it'd be a solid white plastic album. The album itself was white, and it'd have a burgundy label, Apple label, and an original of those are worth quite a bit now. Certain albums back from our childhood nowadays are collector's items.
what was I just thinking? I have no idea.
You want me to guess? I always tell people never assume what I'm thinking because I don't know half the time myself. I don't know. Have I ever told you about the stereo I built, Bonnie?
I don't think so.
Back in probably 79, 80, somewhere around in there. I wanted to build a loud stereo, right? So they didn't make the speakers I needed, and they didn't have systems like this at the time. I took some people like Yorga, who's into music and stuff and band equipment, would understand. I took two 800-watt PV amplifiers, which that's louder than any band you'll see live alone, and a 400-watt Korg amplifier. And I had a couple of DoD 32 band equalizers, and I had the Onkyo and the Techniques turntable because I started doing DJing, and I'll get to that in a second. But I built this stereo system that was over 2,000 watts, and in order to run that kind of power, you need like speaker stacks like a band used. So I bought these JBL, they're 15-inch woofers. I bought 3 of them for each cabinet, and I got a hold of two of Tiger Stadium's old dispersion chambers, which are for the tweeter, which is the high notes on a speaker. And I bolted a 350-watt JBL 350-watt driver on that. It's a 350-watt tweeter, basically. And with that tweeter and those woofers, it didn't really need any mid-range or anything. But when I turned this thing up the first time in my mom's basement, Bonnie, every light bulb that wasn't on in the house broke. All the filaments inside of every light bulb. I had to replace all the light bulbs the first time I turned it on, right? Within a couple of days, I'd already cracked a couple of the windows, and I learned that I couldn't turn it up all the way at my mom's house, so I took it outdoors and started doing parties and stuff. In this stereo, I was literally in one town at one time doing a graduation party, and a town 3.5 miles away could hear the music, and people came from the town next to it. All right. There was another time I did a party here in Oxford, Michigan, where it was at the T of a road where it had houses going in 3 directions from the house I was DJing at. And I broke windows out of houses in 3 directions, all different ways at that party. This thing was so loud that you could blow the windows out of houses. All right. And it's still to this day the loudest stereo system I've ever heard. I haven't seen anybody outdo it. And I miss it. And someday I'd like to build one for this truck.
Oh my goodness.
And Doc P, yep, 2000. It's over 2,000 watts of power, man. That thing, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but to hear things like Black Sabbath NIB at nearly, because I really couldn't turn it up, not without sacrificing speakers. And they had a warranty on them, but some of them, I'd blow the little cone right off of them. I've seen the little cone from the center of the speaker fly across my room like little frisbees.
Hmm.
The police knew that system real well. Every place I went, man, they called the cops and all kind. I burned. There's a place in Pontiac, Michigan called St. Mary's. It's a Catholic church, and I did a gig there like 81 or something, 1981 or 82 maybe, and set that system up, and we were having a good time. All right, this is when I kind of resorted to playing modern music. My whole gig was hard rock, and then MTV came along. All right, and it ruined it for me because I didn't like a lot of the music that came out with MTV that era. And I remember playing stuff like Prince. I had to buy the Prince album because everybody wanted to hear Prince and stuff. But I played this giant Catholic school there in Pontiac, and their whole electric boxes, all their boxes on that stage were up in flames. We put it out with fire extinguishers, and fire department came and everything, but it couldn't handle the system. I burned it right up. What's up, D?
I was thinking music, and I don't remember because I need a mason jar opener. We hate to order just a mason jar opener, but I don't know. I can't remember what I was thinking.
I don't even know that song, Doc.
Debbie Boone. She's a singer.
Yeah. AB, wow.
Hey, B. Good to see you. Trump Tower. Yeah, there you go, Brew. You light up my Debbie Boone.
Wake up, everybody. What's going on?
Oh, we're just yakking.
Who is that?
Pat.
Hi, Pat. Oh, are you going in the back room?
No, I was just putting the link for you.
Oh, I was going to show you my pumpkins. I cooked them. You want to see them?
Yes, I do. Okay, I'm gonna make you where we can see you.
Here comes the Better Homes and Gardens segment.
Oh, y'all wouldn't believe she had counters covered with apples. She had her sink full of apples. She had pumpkins that she grew. Look at that.
Bonnie, stop it.
Well, you're all
They're messy.
homemaker there.
I got to rip the guts out of the seeds.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I used to keep the seeds.
I want to roast them. I do. I want to roast them.
Yes.
Yeah,
do.
that's cool.
They're so good.
I made my vinegar today. Carolina taught me how to make vinegar. So you just put the peels in there and water. And I have old vinegar.
Vinegar?
Yeah, apple cider vinegar, baby. I made this one in January. Where is it? There it is.
That stuff is like a grandmother's duct tape.
Yeah.
They use it to fix everything.
Yes. That's what I just told somebody. I said it's the equivalent to the man's duct tape.
Apple
Wow,
cider
everybody's
vinegar.
really,
Yeah.
really glad to see you, Dee. Look at the
Glad
Glad to
chat.
see
They're just
you.
excited. They're excited to
Oh,
see you.
thank you. It's good to hear your voice. It's good to hear you doing okay. Uh-oh. Who'd we lose?
Who?
Pat?
What?
Pat was
Me?
like, oh,
I think Pat jumped down. She's probably like, whoops.
Pat. You're so funny, Pat.
I'll put it back out again, Pat, when we're closing.
Yeah, this was fun. I roasted them whole and they kind of sunk. I got one video when I went to pierce it and it was so cool because it like bubbled up and spit at me and yeah, these are fun to cook for sure. This was a lot of fun.
Neat.
So
And you just put them in the oven.
yep, at 400 I watched Ruth Ann Zimmerman homesteading with the Zimmermans, and I watched Jessica Soward with Roots and Refuge. I watched both of them on how they cook their pumpkins, and then I went for it. This is one that's a sugar baby, and I can already tell why it's kind of used for pies more. It definitely has a thicker. This is the only one I have of that one. But these other ones are actually jack-o'-lanterns. And Ruth Ann Zimmerman put hers through a cheesecloth to get more of the moisture out before she proceeded with the pies. So I have to actually run down to the she shed and get my cheesecloth before I can do that. I forgot about that, but I wanted to come and say hi before you shut down.
I'm
And
glad you
so,
did.
yeah. Anyway, that's it. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, you guys. You're right. I've been busy in the kitchen today. Apples and pumpkins.
So you only made vinegar out of the apples. You didn't cook any.
Oh, I still have like 3 baskets full of apples. I put 6 trays in the dehydrator because I was like, oh, I got lots of like jarred apples from last year. But then when I went in my pantry, I was like, girl, you've only got like 8 jars left. You need to go ahead and I don't know. I thought I was gonna do all dehydrated apples, but now I think I am gonna I cook them down on the stove first because they get quite a bit smaller. And
Yes.
I only cook them down for like about 15 minutes and I add a little sugar and cinnamon and man, I ate those like candy all year long. They were my
Yes.
they've been my dessert, they've been my treat. I want to eat my food all the time. There's nothing better.
I love cooked apples.
I'm
That's
turning into
apple
a cave
pie,
woman.
apple,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
apple, any, and just by themselves, just like you said, cinnamon. Oh, yes.
Or with some peanut butter.
Well, I can't have peanut butter, but yeah,
Oh, you
cinnamon.
can't have peanut butter. Yeah, well then forget that one for you. But I know someone else who likes peanut butter. Yorga baby, did you wash your hands? All day long. Okay, all day long. But my
Right.
bacteria is gonna be all up in this stuff. Come on. Be realistic here.
Did you
This is
see the
how
way she was playing with those pumpkins?
yeah, did you see me grab that hair? Yeah, that's probably why he was asking. My nails are cut down to nothing. I don't bite them. I cut them down to nothing because I can't stand dirt under them. But I don't like getting them done either. So
Yeah,
because I'm
I
a
know.
gardener.
Mine are getting a little too long. I need to clip them.
Sometimes I put gloves on. Like when I make burgers, I don't like making burgers without gloves because I don't like it getting under my nails. It grosses me out. So sometimes there's
I don't
things.
know why you gals, some of them gals really are fussy about their nails. They got to be all perfect, long, and painted, some with little pictures and stuff. But never in my life have I ever seen a gal with nails and go, wow, look how hot that chick is with them nails. It's never been a factor. All right. Those nails never made a difference to me in any way. And if they did make a difference to a guy, he's probably a little light in the loafers.
Oh, you didn't know? Women do that for each other. That's part of the competition that they do for each other.
Yes.
It's like,
That
sticking
makes
out
that.
their ass and lifting up their
Well,
tits
thank
and
you.
everything else they do. It's some of it's for guys, but some of it's for ladies.
I
Some
thought
of it's for
Well, that makes
ladies.
more sense. Really, it does.
Yes, it
I
should.
get
It
that.
should. Certain
I
kind
thought
of women do that, but not me, not Bonnie. I don't think. Maybe when she was younger.
thank you, Doc
She
P. That's what I thought.
she was probably pretty trampy when she was younger. We
That's
don't know
what Doc P said.
what he said. Nails are great for back scratching. Mm, okay. No, I don't like
Yeah,
that.
well, I got scars on the back of my back, so I guess I could agree with that.
Mm,
Dang.
mm. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go down and get my cheesecloth eventually, but I can sit here and scoop out pumpkin anyway.
There you go.
Do something with these seeds.
Do you have chickens?
Me?
Yes.
No, not anymore because
Oh,
they attract the bear.
oh yeah.
Hmm. And we got a whole pack of bear up on our mountain now. My husband seen him coming home the other day, running the road. They got this whole mountain where I live there. Four of them. Four of them. Like you shared on your channel. We shared it last week, right?
Yes.
And I shared it too. But yeah, so my husband got. Oh, I should show you guys this thing. Oh, I have
Parasite.
to get off my
I
ass. Oh my gosh.
really, really would like to make a bear sleeping bag someday. I really would. That's something I've wanted to do for a long time.
A bear sleeping bag?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so uh Carolina told me about these. This is a bear alarm. And it's supposed to, oh my gosh, I should put the batteries in, you guys, and play it for you. I haven't heard it yet, but supposedly it like shoots guns and like sirens,
Oh wow.
lights go on and shit. Yeah, it's like really supposed to. Yeah, I'll definitely have to put the batteries in. Well, it has some kind of charger. It has this little charger here. And then it has some kind of little remote. So we got it like early this week, but he hasn't messed with it yet, and I should just put it together. It really don't look that hard. He's gonna put one by the front of our property, but I want to put a bunch of them. I want to
Yeah, I
put one
bet
by.
it's already charged.
Hmm.
I bet it's already charged.
Yeah, if it has this thing, probably, huh?
Yep.
Let's see.
Because they usually send it with some charge on it.
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe.
boo boo.
It's gonna
Yeah,
scare
boo
the
boo.
crap out of her. Watch. She gonna throw it across the kitchen.
Let's go get some make a basket.
Oh, I have a handsome house guest here tonight too. You guys remember our friend Matthew who plays worship music, our contractor? But
Yes.
he's talking to his woman on the phone, but he'll walk in and I'll point the camera on him when he does. Cuz I know y'all love that. We need some action around here, right? Guys, I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. Look at this shit. I'm going to have to I can't see what the hell I'm doing. I'm gonna have to do. I was doing pumpkin, but I will do this for you guys because I think it'll be fun, wouldn't it? Will it work on a guy in
Yes,
a bear suit?
I
I
think it would.
want to hear it. I want to hear it with you guys. I think
I
it would.
wanted to.
I know. I wonder how loud it is. I want to hear the gunshots. He wants to put it right under my son's house. I'm like, I don't think he's gonna like that, but sleeps like the dead, like my mom. Anyway, so um. Hold on, let me get some glasses and read this thing. And actually, I could get a. Oh, I could get a what's it called? Hold on. I'll get that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, found it. I forget what they call this thing. I think it's like a shoot. I don't know what the heck it's called. Telescoping thingy. Oh, a tripod. It's a tripod. Duh. Oh. My son bought me this. Andy bought me another one that's pretty cool that I have at the she shed that I was going to use when I make medicine. I could hold it. It has like a clamp for the counter or whatever.
Yeah.
Wherever you can clamp it. So that's what I put down there. Hopefully, because these iPhones are pretty spectacular for sound and video. They're pretty amazing. Okay, let me see if this bends though.
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it does. Oh, it does.
I agree with you, D. Cell phones
Huh.
are amazing. You remember back in the 60s during, the original Star Trek series, Spock had something called a tricorder that he carried around and it did all these different things. Our cell phones do a lot more than his damn tricorder did. We're in the
Oh, yeah.
future.
Yeah, that's true. Whoops. Almost lost you. Let me see. Let's see. Put you on my pumpkins. Ta-da! Look at that. Holy cow! I'm leveling up. Oh my gosh! I'm leveling up. I'm not sitting here holding my stupid phone in my hand right now. Feels pretty good. Hey, did you guys see
That-
Nick Shirley over there in Paris, and then he was in Dearborn, Michigan today?
I thought that he was seen yesterday or the day before in Dearborn.
Who?
A young kid, Nick Shirley.
Shirley, yeah. He's a,
Intelligent. Sorry.
And
he's a
stop calling her Shirley.
he's
Stop
a
calling what?
independent YouTuber, journalist, whatever you call them, and they're always attacking him. They throw drinks on him and everything. Try to knock the camera out of whoever's filming's hand.
Oh shit. I figured it out.
I told you to scare her.
Sounds
Oh
like
my
a damn episode of Rin Tin Tin or something.
It sounds like something laughing. It doesn't sound like shooting. Well, now we can't hear you at all. Where'd your volume go?
You can't hear me at all.
Oh, now we can. Yes. Did you just mouth?
Huh? I don't know how to turn it off. I might have to leave the room. Shit. That
Did
was a
that?
weird song. That's a weird song it plays, right?
Yes.
You shot. Who's playing that?
What's that?
Somebody was playing it in the background, I think.
I guess
Yeah, well,
Carl has been around.
no, it's not me. I don't have another device.
Well, nothing else is up here.
Oh, that's a volume button. Okay.
I'm glad y'all
Sounds
know
like
it.
somebody pushing a
Okay, I'm sorry.
microwave
I gotta
button.
figure out how to turn it off.
You're still muted, babe.
I know because I couldn't freaking figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Think that'll scare a bear? It sounds evil.
I didn't
Well,
hear anything that sounded. I heard it playing a song. Did it do anything fun?
I mean, you didn't hear the pew pews?
No.
Oh, really?
Did you, Carl? Well, Carl left the building.
I'm still here. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Oh, wow, look at that. Okay.
Did you hear anything that sounded like pew-pews?
I heard music, what sounded like somebody pushing a microwave, beep, beep, pushing a button, and something else all at the same time.
Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't hear the pew pews. Okay.
No.
I heard the blasts and then it sounded like dogs. Did you hear dogs?
Jerry said he didn't hear it either.
Do you want me to
Yeah, I
play
heard
it again?
dogs. I said early on to it, it sounded like an episode of Ren 1010 or something. I heard gunshots and dogs at first, but then after that,
Okay.
Oh,
Do you want me to try it again?
yes, please.
Okay. Okay, here we go. I'll turn it up. I figured out I know where the volume is. So
Cool.
this is a bear protection system. Really, because then you wouldn't have to shoot a bear. It's only $25. So it might save a bear's life. That would be kind of cool. Let's see. Okay, I thought that turned it on, but I guess not. Shoot. That didn't turn it on. There we go. The song is stupid.
Oh, there you go. I don't know. The dogs sound like somebody laughing or something.
Did you hear
so what's the
Did you hear
concept?
pew
You're
pew
going to
stuff?
entertain them? The concept is you're going to like lull them in with the entertainment first, and then it's all of a sudden you're shooting at them.
Hey, Annalisa. Good to see you.
I heard music like singing before I heard the gunshots and stuff.
I got that from the wrong shop. All those flashing red lights. Roxanne, is that what
I
you
wonder
mean?
if the red lights work.
I have to put on the red
If they do
lights.
something.
Those days are over. You don't have to go, Carl. You don't feel like singing
And
tonight, huh? Well,
just
fine.
today I
Say
saw a
goodbye
meme.
to the night, Roxanne. Come on, Carl. It's a fun song.
I'm just not feeling that song.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Wouldn't a German Shepherd do? What do you have a problem with my my bear system? I have 3 German Shepherds actually, Vicky. No, they're getting jacked up from 4 bear.
Yeah, the
And my
bear.
husband's had to actually shoot a bear before. So I mean, I'm doing whatever I can because it sucks.
Yeah. I mean, if it works, that's a good idea.
I got rid of my chickens. It's probably been 5 years. I got pictures of the bear. When the next day after it was down. I could have got the pelt. I would have if it was something I could do. I don't know how to do it, and I really wasn't up for learning. And within a month, it was decomposed. I got its skull, and I got its some. What are those things called? The claws. I took a friend down
Talons or
there,
claws. Yeah.
and she was all wanting to hope to find some claws, and we did. We found some claws. So But yeah, my husband, he's not really, we're not hunters and we don't eat
AD dog.
bear. So, you know.
Yeah. D Dog are watching D
Dog. Ah,
play with her
I do
pumpkin.
dog. This is some slimy, nasty stuff, man. I'm just saying. I am playing with my pumpkin. It's fun, though. It is fun. I know he needs a bear sleeping bag. I hear ya. I know. I wish I was that girl, but I'm not. I couldn't go do it. If you ever
Actually,
grow up, you
I
know.
watched our Quagman Tannahide, and it's not as
Easy?
hard as you would think. Yeah.
I bet. Oh, he did it on camera?
Yeah. Well, it takes a couple of days. Like he would put it in brine, I think,
Yeah.
and then let it sit there for a few days.
How do you put a whole body in brine? Like, how would I couldn't do that with the bear thing.
No, just the hide, not the body.
I'm talking about skinning it. I can't even imagine where to begin doing that with a bear. You know what I mean? I didn't grow up doing that shit. I'm from Chicago. We didn't freaking shoot and skin
You
bears
start
growing
at the
up.
crotch. You start at
Huh?
the crotch. You start at the crotch.
Yeah. Is
You
that what
gotta you gotta poke it right in where that anus is and draw it across its belly. Then
Hmm.
Yeah, the video.
Well, okay. Well, shit. I mean, I should have known that. Damn it. It's good. It's good to
the
know.
main thing you don't want to do when you're skinning something, D, is to pop the urine sac because you'll ruin a lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
meat
that
doing that.
sounds disgusting. I would definitely not want to do that. Yeah. And I
I
wouldn't
don't
even
think
maybe
she's
ever
worried
thought
about
of that.
keeping the
Oh,
bear meat either.
that sounds nasty as hell.
Oh, it would
It's,
smell. Yeah, I mean,
I'll bet you know it right away, huh? Have you ever done it?
I've seen it done. I mean, I
Yeah.
have never popped one, but I'm careful.
Yeah. With a deer.
If you save it, you could use it for a lure too. If you save it,
The meat.
The
no,
bladder.
the urine.
Oh,
Nasty.
no. Can
Nasty.
that up, D.
This is almost making me want to throw up, but I hope you're enjoying it.
Well, then let me elaborate.
Make sure
Please
you mark
do.
it because you'll be using it for broth.
What?
Go ahead, Carl.
I'm
Elaborate.
just teasing. Oh, I'm just teasing now.
Okay.
Probably the worst thing I've ever found in a deer was this baseball-sized gray, hard, rubbery glob that
Oh yeah, you
stunk
told us
like
about
some
that.
kind of a toxin. It was nasty. It smelled pretty bad.
That sounds like a deer I wouldn't want to eat, right?
No, the whole deer was trashed. It had some kind of
Yeah.
cancer. You could smell it in all the meat.
Oh, that's a shame. Poor deer. Poor you. I've seen
That's
some
Anthony.
weird looking deer too. People did a compilation of some strange looking deer, abnormal looking deer. But I mean, humans get abnormal look, they can develop abnormally too. So it's not that surprising, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not surprising at all the toxins we throw in the environment.
Right?
Yepers.
Yeah, vegetables aren't actually as nasty as, like if this was meat or something, it would be nasty, the texture, but it's a vegetable. That's what I keep telling myself. This is a vegetable.
So it's what? Cleaner?
Oh, yeah, it's not nasty. It's not flesh. Like animal, life flesh, it's plant flesh. It's different. It's different. I'm definitely roasting these. These are huge pumpkin seeds.
Yeah.
All I know
They're
about
pumpkin.
vegetables is the more vegetables I eat, the more I want meat.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
Like you
Just
said.
was asking if you ever skinned a beaver, Carl.
I have never skinned a beaver, but when I was young, living on the lake in the 70s, I used to get $7.25 a pelt for muskrat, and I just raked it in because we had a big rock breakwater that went all the way around our property, and the muskrat loved that shit. And every morning I'd go out with a mop and whack muskrats on the ground while they were still on the ground. I'd catch them, sneak around the corners and stuff, and nail them. And you'd skin them up and dry the pelt out, and you stack them up. Boy, I'd go down to the bait shop and I'd make a fortune on that. I mean, I made more money when I was a kid compared to that economy than I do now in this economy. You know what I mean? I had more money to play with when I was younger. Shit like that.
Sounds like the 70s and 80s.
Man, it really was better.
Well, it
I
was
don't
better.
even know if they even buy them anymore.
Don't know what.
I don't even know of anybody who does that anymore. I don't even know if they buy muskrat pelts anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, in
Everywhere I grew up down
Idaho,
there.
there's a place in excuse me, when you're going to Idaho that has all the pelts. And do they have the fireworks too? Might do the fireworks too. Right when
I
you
do.
cross over the
James
border.
chessboard, that ain't shit, man. I got
I know,
725 a
Lodge.
pelt
Oh
in
no,
the
not that
70s.
ugly thing. Oh, hey. Wow, I can't see. Good thing I can't see too well. It's not gonna gross me out as bad because I can't freaking see anything anyway.
So I
So
guess I can't type bleed. Um, isn't that weird? YouTube keeps rejecting my comments.
oh yeah.
It, I don't.
Been
That's
doing
not.
that to me for months, Bonnie. Months and months. People, they don't show my first comment usually when I come into a chat, especially if I'm not modded in a channel. I expect no one to see my first comments anymore. But I've also had mods at places I'm not mod say, "Hey, they're holding your comments back," and they do. They you get on something, they get on you, and they're not going to leave you alone. They've been blocking my comments for months.
Well,
Yep. You're
she
shadow
was
banned.
she was saying veggies don't bleed. It let her say bleed, and I said that's why you bleed them out before you butcher. And it wouldn't let me say
You
that.
just said, try again.
Maybe it was the
Try
butcher.
again.
No, we're talking about deer hunting.
Same cowboy.
Devil dog, you don't grow pumpkins, do you?
He
Yes.
conservative
Oh,
cowboy.
you do? Well, I know you grow those gourds, those fun gourds.
Yeah, the birdhouse gourds.
Yeah, those are cool. I'm gonna grow those sometime.
Yeah, let's see. Last year's stock, I ended up taking
So
3 pickup loads to the different elementary schools for crafts.
Awesome. That's so cool. It
And
must
I got
smell
Devil
more
bad.
dog,
this year.
I really thought this was the year, man, that the great pumpkin was going to show up.
No, because Charlie Brown has a broken back because that bitch Lucy pulled back that football again.
She's such a you know what.
Yeah. So when you cook vegetables, do you know how you know they're done?
hey, Junebug.
No, the wheelchair floats to the top.
I don't know if I'm.
That's a
Why are they
terrible,
giving everybody weird names tonight?
terrible, terrible joke.
Junebug, do you go by something else? Just checking. Conservative
Junebug-
cowboy, it's good to see you. Do what?
Are they trying to get on the panel?
No,
Oh.
just in chat.
Hmm.
I'm just wondering because Eric's. Did you see Eric's name? Snook. I didn't know it was Eric Snook.
Something
Oh,
changed
yeah.
like a week or two ago on YouTube, where all of a sudden everybody's handles are showing
That's
up
true.
as they used to on the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah. I changed my channel finally because Access Humboldt got kicked out of the college out here. So
You can
I
go
felt like
into
my
your
work was
settings.
done.
You
No,
can
it's
go
probably
into
not
your
done.
settings and change it back. There's a way that you can go into your settings and change what's
Yeah.
called your handle.
They're not done. They'll
Yeah.
just broadcast somewhere else that more of their bullshit. But they were a lot of APAC funded. So anyway, I just changed it to D Humboldt. So that'll be easy.
Junebug is Mama T's daughter,
Oh,
Christine.
Christina, what's up, girl? How's your mama tonight?
And Jerry, what you might not be able to see is where it used to say just at Jerry when you were in chat. Now it says Jerry-F3W7Z.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Which I think's a cooler name.
Right.
I figured it was his street address. We're all gonna show up for Thanksgiving, Jerry. Well, I heard a lot of people are not going to be with family this Thanksgiving, huh? What are you
Yeah.
doing, Double Dog? Do you got plans? Are you cooking? Are you going somewhere where they're cooking? What you gonna do with yourself? Mm. Drink
Doing
Pepsi.
good, Christina.
You drink Pepsi all day.
Did he shake his head or anything? I never heard an answer.
Nope. So I just move on.
Oh, okay.
Good idea. No, let's see. In the house, I have my baby sister and her oldest boy are living in my house. And my baby sister's ex-cunt boyfriend is gone, but his son is still here.
Oh.
And you can get anything you want at
Yeah,
Alex's
that's a good
restaurant.
idea.
Except
Turkey pot pies. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Right?
Turkey cutlets are good too, but I haven't seen them in a long while. They sear up real nice though.
Turkey pot pie. I have the fixings for it, except for the pie crust, in jars already.
Nice. That's
Do you know
handy.
how to make pie crust?
What, Bonnie?
Me?
Do you know how to make pie crust?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, even I knew the answer to that.
Well, I'm a domesticated male. I no longer pee in the corner.
Awesome. So chessboard's saying it went up. They're not, just set.
I knew Devil Dog was a foodie when he told me how he made his turtle soup in the shell.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That's when I knew you were a foodie. I was like, oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
so pretty. That's just wow.
Yeah.
I'll bet
Filled the
it's-
shell about a quarter of the way with water, put a shot of beer in it, and 4 or 5 little drops of Tabasco, and then you boil the meat, and then you add your veggies, and then it's all ready to eat.
Wow. It's tough, right? You got to boil it a long time.
No, you don't have to boil it a long time, but the beer and the Tabasco takes the fish type flavor out of it.
Oh,
But the big thing is the 2 weeks before you kill it, you put it in like a little kiddie pool. You change the
this is
water
this.
every day and only feed it bread, and that gets all the grit out of the meat.
Yeah, and that's the other side of you.
What?
We're gonna fatten up this turtle in a cage.
Oh no, we're not fattening them up. We're
You're
purging
cleaning
all
them.
the nasty shit out of them.
That's right, the grit. Yeah. So
Yep.
it tastes salty like fish, though.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a fish flavor to it, and
Huh.
it has like a dirt mud flavor too if you don't
Oh,
purge
yeah.
it.
I bet.
Yep, and the first couple of water changes, add like a quarter cup or a little bit less of bleach, and that'll kill all the leeches that are on it.
Oh my gosh, sounds like a bit of work, but
It's worth it,
yeah.
and it doesn't taste as good as muskrat, but it's a close second.
Is muskrat really a rat or what? What is it?
It's probably in the ferret family,
Ferret. Huh.
but that is super tender. Well,
Yeah.
where can you go wrong with something that eats nothing but plants and snails? Where are you going wrong?
Is
I don't know.
is the muskrat kind of like a nutria?
I don't even know what the fucking nutria is.
Nutria is a giant rat. It's a
Oh,
swamp
yeah.
rat.
They live on the river, and I don't know if they're a rat.
They are. They're. I mean, they're the same species or same genera of critter as a rat and the muskrat. They're all kind of related, I guess. How do you say that? I forget, but
Okay, would beaver be in that class too then?
yeah, a beaver. All of them are in the same group.
Hmm.
They're not like a city rat now. A city rat's nasty. You can smell them things before they even enter the room. That's a whole different deal. Muskrats get pretty big though. They get big as a possum.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I've seen some big nutrias too.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
I
I've
don't
seen
know if
them.
we have those out here. Really, I don't know.
There's a really good chance. But what you guys have out there, I would love to eat just
Yeah.
once. River otter. I'd love to try that.
The what?
River otter.
Oh shit! My daughter's favorite animal.
Yummy. It sounds like it's yummy.
She'd be friggin' mortified at that thought. Oh my
There's
gosh.
only one critter I'm really curious about, Double Dog, and it's illegal to eat it, and I don't recommend anybody even ever try it because you go to jail and get in all kinds of trouble. But if a turkey tastes like it does, and duck tastes like it does, and goose tastes like it does, a swan's got to be wonderful. All right, it's got. I wonder how much white meat there is on a swan.
A
Because
lot.
they were almost eaten. They were almost eaten into extinction. That's why they're protected now. I'd like
Oh
to
yeah,
taste
they're
the
probably
swan.
some kind of delicacy for sure.
That's the one critter I always wondered.
It's good.
You
And
gotta
so
be.
is sandhill crane.
Right. Damn.
Iguana.
I wish I was in Iguana eating barbecue iguana. I heard the voices of the DJ. Can't understand just what does he say.
And Anthony, I do like tree rats. The meat I don't like is the crap you buy at Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't get meat.
Yeah, I don't even know what kind of meat that is, man. It's pink.
A lot of people
They
here
call
don't.
it beef, but you open it up, it doesn't smell like it because you can smell the dyes that they use to make it all red.
Yes, it's all dyed.
It's nasty shit.
Yeah.
I cooked some of that right next to some farm fresh market meat, and that Walmart meat, I'm never eating it again. It
Yeah.
had a lot. The grease even looked weird. All right, it was a lot of grease to come out of that, and it didn't smell right, doesn't look right. I ain't eating it.
That's
Yeah.
why they use that certain lighting in the meat market also.
I don't know if you can eat flamingo, but if you can, I'm in. I want to try it.
Flamingo? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's all pink, so does it taste like salmon?
I doubt it.
Oh, jeez. I'm not touching that one.
All right. I need to let little shit out.
Cheryl, I bet you flamingo tastes like cotton candy, Cheryl.
No. No.
Either that or Pepto Bismol.
When you're hungry, you're going to eat anything.
No,
Guinea pig, that's pretty small for all that work.
What?
Guinea pig is a staple in South America.
Oh, I see.
I'd rather go to
Yeah,
the
but
Philippines and have dog and horse again.
didn't you see their little corrals of them though? They got like hundreds of them.
That's fine. They can have it. It's too much work to get the meat out of it.
Yeah, I want a good
Again, I'm
field.
thinking of the
If I
trouble with
gotta
tribbles.
raise something and feed something and skin it and shit, it better have a lot of freaking meat on it or forget it. That sounds
I feel that
wrong.
way about a lot of things. I mean, frog legs, for instance. You got to kill a lot of frogs and make a lot of little wheelchairs if you want to eat frog legs. You know, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. I didn't know how much jack-o'-lantern's a lot like spaghetti squash. It reminds me of spaghetti squash a lot. Because I think it's just slightly undercooked.
Look, I'd have to be pretty hungry to eat a lot of these critters, but if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat, you know.
Yeah.
Frog legs are good only if you take them off the frog and cook them.
Yeah. It wasn't that what that was all about in school, that class where they taught you how to dissect them and stuff?
Nope, didn't see that, cowboy. Dearborn's a waste of time anyway, so just stay the hell out of it.
It's been a lot of years that them signs all have them little squiggly lines on them. It's not a new thing.
Yeah, that they put the squiggly lines on American signs and they wear diapers on their heads everywhere they go. Just stay the hell out of there.
They're kind of surrounded though, man. I mean, really. Meat puppet, cola.
Hi,
Last time I
Cola.
was,
Hey, meat puppet.
in Chicago, I noticed a lot more signs with the squiggly lines. That's for sure. In the suburbs and in the north, Chicago, which was pretty wild.
Cola, D is making a mess.
Yes, I really am. Pumpkin. It's pumpkin. Isn't it wonderful?
We used to bake the seeds, man. Anybody else do that?
I am gonna bake these. I'm gonna roast these seeds. You betcha. They're big. These are huge.
Yeah. Dee's trying to get everyone convinced she's playing with pumpkin, but she actually gutted one of her couches.
Oh my gosh. I thought you were gonna say cow. No.
Yeah, that's couch fluff and on her plates and stuff.
No. This is pumpkin. We are deskinning pumpkin. Oh, it's a long process.
Yeah, Junebug. I'll tell you what, Cowheart makes the best chili.
Yeah, I've had that. It's pretty good. But I like venison chili too.
Okay, beans or no beans in chili?
We gotta have beans in chili or ain't
I
chili.
like beans and chili.
Okay, what kind of bean in chili?
I
Oh,
like
pinto
kidney
beans.
beans now, but I didn't when I was a kid. I like kidney beans and I like white navy beans and black beans.
Right, black turtle beans.
Yeah, those are my favorite. I like red beans too. I don't know. I
But
haven't.
chili without beans is just sauce.
And meat.
Some like the meat sauce that they put on like chili dogs is just like super ground fine burger and tomato sauce, right? Sometimes that's good.
Mhm. Yeah, but it's even better if you put a can of refried beans in there.
The chili is.
Yeah, I do that with nachos and chili sauce
Hmm.
for the
I don't know.
Yeah, conservative cowboy. I believe Douglas V. Gibbs is on Rumble.
Conservative cowboy. I haven't seen him in a chat in a long time. I see him. I follow him on X, and he writes blogs too.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Wrote a good one on hemp. I shared it. I read it. Mm-hmm.
No, Brat. No, that's it. Go to bed.
Shucks. She. I never get to say her name right.
Shotzi. Yep.
Shotzi. She's so cute. It's so funny. Bonnie's dogs look just like my mother's dogs. So weird. Her old dog and her new dog. The bizarrest thing. It's so weird.
Little rotten. I'm surprised she went outside with it being so wet. Conservative boy, I've seen him a couple of times, like right when I was closing, he'd pop into chat, and I was like,
Oh yeah. I can't really see the chat, so I apologize if anyone's. I know you'll let me know if someone's asking,
yeah.
talking shit like Devil Dog does.
I don't know. Everybody's talking about beans, but I don't know what y'all were talking about.
Man, chili. They're saying what kind of beans they want in their chili.
Ranch style is the only beans that can go in chili.
Oh yuck, woman! What the hell?
Sorry.
Ranch style nothing. That is not food. That is just
Oh, they are so good.
full of MSG and nastiness.
Even my daughter, well, my kids grew up on them, and my daughter, she'd be like, I'm hungry for a snack. And she'd grab a can of ranch style beans, heat them up, and just eat them. Pour hot sauce in it and chips. Good to go.
Mm-mm. I don't let myself like anything that tastes too good.
Tortilla chips.
No. Potato chips are carcinogen. Michael Savage taught us that. He won't even eat French fries at a restaurant. Fried potato is a carcinogen. So these potato chips, they go around selling it, cooking them in avocado oil. It's like big deal. You're still a fried potato. Doesn't matter if you're in avocado oil. You're still a fried potato.
No, that's why you make your own corn tortillas
Oh yeah, I make those.
in Greece. Yeah.
But even like tortillas, I noticed when I was trying to do some comparison because there's like 25,000 tortillas at the store for some reason. And there's so much extra crap in them all. It's like they're, and I was watching that another homesteaders I watch is
Oh.
what are they called? Shoot, what are they called? They're in Ohio.
I don't
Oh,
know.
more
We
than
always
farmers.
talk about chili and beans, even with bean soup. First thing I'm going to be looking for is the cornbread to go with it.
Oh, I love cornbread so much.
So the conservative cowboy just said poll just came out in California governor's race, and Republican Steve Hilton is leading both Democrats in the race.
Good. He's the guy from the UK. I know who he is. Bald guy who's on Fox News for a long time. He's okay. He's kind of boring. I hope he can make it. I mean, he'd be better than Newsom, and I don't really know any red flags. He must be a citizen of here, I guess, if he's going to run for governor.
Yeah.
I didn't think he would get much traction because his personality reminds me of Ben Carson. Like I said, they're just kind of boring, but he's, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. It's California.
What's wrong with boring? Maybe.
I don't know. Did you ever read the story about how the Israelites picked their king, their first king, Saul? Why they picked him?
No.
Because he was beautiful and tall and handsome, and it just is about people's vanity. I might have went way off.
Wasn't Saul David's dad? Wasn't Saul's David's father?
No, he wasn't. David's father, David was Solomon's father. Who the heck was Jesse? David's father was Jesse. He was one of the tribes. One of the 12
For some reason, I keep thinking King Saul. I don't know why that.
Yeah, King Saul. He was the first Saul of Israel that the people wanted a king, and God was like, I don't want you to have a king. I want to be no, we want a king. We want a king. And they picked him because he was good looking, and it kind of lays it out. It's like the beginning of Daniel when it talks about the Chaldeans and how they were all smart and beautiful and talented, and not that there's anything wrong with them with that. It's just that
But you pick the best person for the job and not.
that's the point. Thank you. Not based on
Only
their looks.
Chaldeans I've ever known own a bunch of party stores.
Bunch of what?
Only Chaldeans I've ever known own a bunch of party stores.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you really? You know Chaldeans?
Yeah, they call themselves.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
So, Dee, what's
I guess I'm going to have to research some learning. Have to go into that.
Jonathan was Saul's son and David's best friend.
That's right. That's true.
Okay, people, I got some new signs. So someone has to pick which ones I want to put up.
All I see is math. I don't know what it says on top of it.
English is important, but math is importanter.
Okay. Oh, shit.
I see no good reason to act my age.
You don't need a sign for that, darling. What's that one say?
Dangerously unstable and not fully medicated. Keep safe distance.
Oh my gosh, I like that. That's my favorite. That is definitely my favorite. Oh wait, what's this one say?
Warning, F-bombs dropping.
Oh, there's runner up.
Okay, which one wins?
The third one.
Why you got to pick which one? Why can't you put them all up?
I can't adult today.
Oh, that's a good one.
There we go.
That's it, huh? That's all the fun. Okay.
Oh, okay. How about license plates?
License plates. Oh boy.
The shit family. My gun permit, the Second Amendment. Well,
Oh, speaking of that, when he's done, I want to tell you something.
warning due to price increase on ammo. Do not expect a warning shot.
Yeah, I do like that one.
Goodness. Homeland Security starts. There's a glare right there. Oh, right here.
Right here. And it's just a picture of a bunch of guns. I can't wait until we get closer to Christmas.
Why?
I got a little battery powered Santa that you put bubbles in and he blows bubbles out his ass.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fucking weirdo.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing brings in the holiday cheer like a Santa blowing bubbles out of his ass.
Out his rear.
How I managed to stay alive is a mystery.
You like that one?
Yep. I'm on a liquid diet. And
Some beer nuts.
okay.
I know there's more of them around here somewhere.
So you took that literally. Here's your sign.
Oh. Hey, so I seen a letter yesterday that was put out by the police. What are they called? Not posse. Is it fraternity? They call themselves the fraternity, and they're fighting against the HR 38 Second Amendment bill to go for the concealed carry across all states. All the police across the whole country, the sheriffs, some of them have signed this letter opposing that legislation. Ain't that bullshit? They're afraid they're going to get sued. I was reading it, and a lot of it was because they're going to end up being liable. They don't like that. Or something. I got to read the whole thing. I didn't read it all the way through, but I was like, I do have it. I have a copy of it. You can go to their site. You can go to their police. What's it called? Fraternity? I think that's the name. It's some weird name like that. And they're opposing. They wrote a letter out 3 days ago. I think they wrote it on the 17th. But
Police fraternity.
I think that's what they're called.
I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
I
I have the link. I'll probably share it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me up here, Bonnie. I'm going to call it.
Night, Carl. Love you.
I love y'all. See you
Later.
somewhere soon.
Okay, babe. Good night.
Hopefully we see you soon.
Don't be a stranger.
You're coming up.
Bye, Carl. This one
I-
says, pretty sure I seized the wrong day. Yep. No, we already did that one.
Warning, fart zone, enter at your own risk.
Yeah, but my buddy put a little sticker on that says old.
Old.
Old fart.
Yeah, fucking kids. Can't kill them, can't eat them. What good are they?
Yeah.
Okay, some of these aren't for public viewing.
Delaware just passed a law effective 11/15. You got to get a permit to buy a gun.
I can't see it. Die hazard? D hazard?
Biohazard.
Oh,
Buy
but.
'em.
Okay.
Yep, that's a no. That's a no.
I know, Lady Smith, me too.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what.
Can't read everything in between sometimes. Warning, you are entering a redneck area. You may encounter American flags, armed citizens, the Lord's Prayer, and country music. Proceed at your own risk. Woohoo, I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep. Well, if you guys need more signs, I have to go up to the garage for those.
Well, why aren't they hanging all around your property? Or are those extra?
Most of these were hanging in the garden this summer.
Oh, yeah. Did you break your garden down?
A little. I
Yeah.
take my signs in.
Yeah. Yep, that's what you done. Do you use weed mat at all?
Nope.
No.
Use what?
Weed mat. Weed mat, fabric mat for weeds.
Yeah, landscaping fabric, weed mat,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. I have a mulch factory. I mow about 7 out of my 10 acres, and I only mow it every 10 days to 2 weeks. And all that gets herded up and put in the garden.
Nice. I don't have a lot of leaves like that for compost.
Boy, I do.
I compost in place.
Yeah. That's cool. That sounds
Yep,
good.
and my neighbors love me because I go to their house and I collect their leaves.
Mhm. Yeah, I might ask my neighbor for his. He has a really nice front lawn, and he rides around on his little riding mower. I don't even know what he does with his leaves.
Well, if they're on his lawn, make sure he doesn't do the weed and feed on his grass because you don't want
Right.
those leaves then.
Yeah, no, I don't think he does that.
Yeah.
But I'll ask him. I'll make
Do you-
sure. What?
Do you soak the leaves in something or just put them in there like they are.
She's asking Devil. She's asking you, Devil Dog, not me.
Oh no, I put them through the chipper shredder, and then they go straight in the garden. And when I get 3-4 inches, at the end of the season, I till that in, and then I cover it with something else as a mulch for the winter.
Okay. So I need a chipper.
Gosh, we bought a chipper. We've never used it. We bought it like 5 years ago. The guys that have the big wood chipper on the hill and do all the big, they come over and they bring us. So my husband, I think we're going to sell that little wood chipper because you can only really put stuff like this big in it. And they bring
Yeah.
us dump trucks at a time of wood chips. So
Yeah, but it's got a big hopper on the top. You
yeah,
dump your leaves in that, and it grinds them up really good for the garden.
most of the leaves I got are like fir. I do have bay like pepperwood bay leaves, but I feel like I read something about that for compost. It might be too something. It's dangerous when you cut into the pepperwood with a chainsaw. They say something about the wood can oh shoot, I have a whole nother pumpkin I didn't do. Something about the wood sawdust can like trigger a heart attack or something because I don't know what it is, but I've looked that up a long time ago before I was such a super duper researcher. So I don't know. Some people tell me shit and I sometimes believe them.
High oil content. A stick.
A whole nother.
Well, like I always tell everyone, trust what you know, not what you think you know, and never what you're told. Do your own research.
Yep.
Right, Michigan there. Me too. I'm gonna close this one down. We've been at
Night,
it
everybody.
almost 4 hours.
Much love.
She stuck her tongue out. All right,
Yes,
y'all.
I did.
Good night.
Do it
Yep.
again too.
Y'all keep praying for all our people. A lot of people suffering.
Mm-hmm.
See y'all next time. Good
Next
night.
time. Good night.